Welcome to day 27, boys. Day 27. Day 27, boys. Day 27. We've got a packed show today. We had a nice little crash out yesterday. We had a live crash out. I never understood why people had crash outs. I never understood it. That was actually the first time. That was the first time that I have crashed out in life, or let alone online, in years. I have not gotten mad in years. Literally years. I can't remember the last time I got mad. I cannot remember the last time I got mad. It's probably been 6 years, 7 years since I got mad. If you want to watch a crash out, go to yesterday's video, day 26, the last 20 minutes, and I blow a gasket. I talk about it in the pivot, so you can watch the pivot. I'm not going to talk about it. The pivot pretty much talks about it. In short, TLDR, now we're getting internet language, is I did not grow up in that environment. I did not grow up in the environment of gaining trust and then behind someone's back just doing a blast radius. If you saw the blast radius of what was going on and just interconnected, different VPN IPs, same area, different usernames, different emails, all connected. And I did it in 3 separate chats. It all came up with the same one. So we'll just say it was a wonderful learning lesson to the wonders of the internet, and a wonderful learning lessons to safety, security, which I banged out. I hardened security. I said, all right, now we're going to make sure we monitor. We're going to monitor. That's it. Yeah, you like my background? I'm on the beach. I could hear the waterfalls. I had my assistant get me this coffee. I'm being sponsored by an empty cup. But we did do a lot yesterday. We actually have an amazing pivot that I'm super proud of. It's just so much better. We're going to be going to X, which I don't like, but we're going to be going to X. Chapters are already sent there. Titles are clippable. Thumbnails are clippable. We have our first video going out to the masses today. So when they say, dude, why aren't you doing personal development, bro? Bro, that's why I subscribed. Just blowing my gasket right now. All right, let's go to analytics. This is actually a good place to start. So YouTube is figuring out what in the hell is going on with Charles Botenston and his YouTube channel. So the subscriber count was just going barreling downhill. It was just every day just losing. Because even, this is the last 28 days, the last 7 days is the most important because that is consistency. And then we hope this line continues to go up in views, but this includes shorts. This is very important right here, watch time. How long are people watching? This was like, anytime you see a spike, that's usually a Friday, and I'm in a conference space. And yesterday, when I was jamming out, I was like, dude, I got to get my own space. Obviously, right here, I'm renting this beautiful Hawaiian home. Subscribers, so it's less because YouTube is figuring me out. Revenue is less, but we need a consistency, so then YouTube goes, okay, I know what's going on. I know what you're doing, and then we got to put out videos. So this video is going out today. All these will, I let a malicious viewer crash my live stream. Oh boy. Holy day of obligation. Got to go to confession first. Father, I have got mad. Your anti-VPN is broken. I can access the website with VPN, but not without the VPN. That's weird. You're able to fix the existing. The player was the biggest thing. I crashed out on. the reason the player was not working was because I added in a feature that if you come back, because what I'm going to do is on Fridays, I'm going to start adding more videos. I'm going to go live for like 2 hours every single day, and then I'm going to shoot a pivot, and that's going to be going out. But then on Fridays, what I'm going to do is a long form thing that I do by myself. I do this by myself where I'm on a whiteboard and I just piece together a lot of things. And Friday, I will be doing that. It's going to be live streamed to the members area because I'm not going to just keep on feeding YouTube content because they're like, okay, this guy's, we don't need another Grant Cardone here. We don't need another Gary Vaynerchuk. So there's a bug for the video. Tell me there's no bugs for the video. Don't want to point any fingers. No, we're not pointing any fingers. We're not. You keep it at an arm's length, and then you just monitor. You just see what's going on in the situation. See what's going on in the situation room. That's what it comes down to. Let me know where I already handled some bugs this morning. This is something I'm probably not going to do. I'm probably not going to do that. I am going to be very liberal when it comes to, very conservative when it comes to links. And what happened yesterday really sent me down a rabbit hole on security. And I'm very good at rabbit holes. That's for sure. I can chase the rabbit and then dig further than the rabbit. I'm digging my own hole. The rabbit's half a mile, 2,000 kilometers for my British, my non-imperial. So we're probably not going to do that. This is a huge problem that I have been looking to do when it collapses. Obviously, the mobile still looks like absolute dog pile. So that's going to go away. We're going to clear that. So that bug was fixed. That was putting emojis into the spaces area. So we'll send that out. And from now on, I'm working on 2 questions. Actually, a statement. Has anyone tried Claude Fast? I tuned into Bridgemind's live stream. Dude, that thing was crazy. That finished the same prompt almost 10 minutes earlier. It was like a first-person, yeah, it's the same prompt that they all do. Building a first-person shooter, whatever, I don't know. I haven't played video games since my childhood. You're still playing video games. I don't know. We gotta talk. Dude, it built a better version in less than 10 minutes. It costed $200. But if you think about it, how productive are you going to be at NVIDIA, Anthropic, OpenAI, Meta, Oracle, all the big dogs? Even at the banks. You fire 10 people worth $200,000. So you're saving all that money, and then you just buy fast tokens from Anthropic. That's not vibe coding. That's enterprise level. They're not building for us anymore. They're like, it's like the trickle down effect. You know how they talk about it in the Keynesian or whatever it is, economics. But all right, I was going to report a GitHub account, but it looks like it's already banned. Yeah. What's weird, you got to explain to me this. When I moused over it, it said github.com. How do you, that's like when you see an email come in and it says @facebook.com. Like, how do you mask the domain name in a mouse over and seeing github.com or @facebook.com? Like, obviously, if it says @facebook.com, it's spam or it's phishing. But it was weird. It was very weird. And it was weird because it was someone who views the stream. That's what pissed me off. That's what pissed me off. Because I've never been screwed over. Like, when you're in my circle, I'm very good at deciphering body language. I am impeccable. I talk about it. It's called a pattern interrupt. When you're going and you're having a conversation, say you're on a date and a girl is the same for 45 minutes, and then there's a pattern interrupt. You're like, oh, something's deeper into that. And it's like, maybe she had a bad childhood. Maybe she had a bad relationship. Maybe she's just getting out of a relationship. Maybe she doesn't want to get into a relationship. But you're like, it's all good for 45 minutes. Then there's a pattern interrupt. You know, there's so many ways. Different tone of voice, maybe gets happy, giddy, looks away, gets silent. There's a pattern interrupt. You're talking, silence. And you're like, whoa, what happened before you went silent? What was that about? And in sales, you do that because, you know, you're selling your commission, you're selling why you're different, the video, whatever. So you got to be like, okay, they care about commission, or they care about price, or they care about timing, or they care about getting someone else's opinion, or they care about where it's getting marketed. So you got to see that, and then you got to tackle it. So it's weird to be normal, and then you dig, and then you see this blast radius, and you're like, huh, I didn't see a missile come down anywhere. You're like, that's weird. I didn't hear a plane or anything. That drone must have been 80,000 feet in the air. That must have been near the firmament. Yeah, it's going to report to GitHub. Is the video title real? Yeah, go watch it. Go watch the last 20 minutes of yesterday. I actually rewatched a portion of it, of my own video, which is weird, on 2x speed. And why? Because I never understood people getting mad. I see it all the time. People getting ticked off for stupid nonsense. And I'm like, why are you getting mad? And then sure enough, your boy gets mad yesterday. When the video gets pasted in the feed, it has no... See, look at that schmug. Look at that schmug look. Imagine that guy representing you in court.
Hello, my name is, I have a JD from New York University Law. I'm here to hear your court case.
I actually had to meet with a judge and a prosecutor, same thing. Is that not fixed? What was not fixed as well, I dug deep into this. So this was a flaw right here. It plays, and the video controls, it would be on volume, but I wanted it where it wasn't. Okay, so that works. That works. It's still on mute.
Whoever
all right, it's speeding up.
Will win. Whoever
okay.
Better will win.
Yeah, this is still an ongoing problem. Okay, so that's mute, but I heard this one. Whoever prompts. Yeah. All right, we still have to look into that. So essentially what I want to do is have it like Twitter. When you're scrolling on Twitter, the video plays on mute automatically. When you're on, kind of like how it is on the website. On the website, it's the same thing. When you're scrolling on the website and you get to the video, it plays in the background. And then this was a feature that I wanted to add in as well, because I'm going to do long form video or for members live, but obviously don't join members because you have to pay money. But I'm going to go live in there for YouTube and then take that video and then upload it into the videos area. Those are going to be long form packed content. That's going to be like, that's going to be the bread and butter, to be honest. When I can just rip on one idea for an hour and a half and I'm on a whiteboard, dude, I'm connecting like, that's what I'm good at. I'm connecting micro here, micro here, micro here, and it's all connected. It's all a web. I figured that out in COVID. When you're like, oh, okay, Nestle owns everything. Oh, Procter & Gamble. They don't care if they're, there we go. All right. I know you guys sent me messages. I'm not going to read them on live, but I appreciate it. Okay, so let me try that again, because I did hear a video playing in the background. So whoever prompts better wins. So it shouldn't be playing the videos below. And the way I also am doing analytics as well is that how far into the video, which one is good, which one is bad, which one is played, which one goes on mute. So we can literally truly get an actual FYP. Okay. So this is the one that was playing. I wonder if I pressed this.
About what happened, what I learned, what the internet is about.
If the other one actually goes on mute. No. Okay. Dude, this guy walks into a bar. Just Just leave with your girlfriend. Just leave it. That's the face he's gonna make at her. He walks in, he sees her looking over, and he goes, "Yeah, you just get the bill. Just get the bill. If you're with 10 other people, get everybody's bill. We're all leaving. We're going to another bar. I know a great spot downtown." Peeker. Oh man, I heard he was Irish. There's a brutal history between those countries.
It was probably one of the better learning curves.
Did I have that on
live streaming or vibe code during the
Ooh, that's good.
weekdays for a couple hours?
I like that. That's a good feature. It actually unmutes.
Not only my code base.
I'm telling you right now, the videos are the bread and butter. That's why I'm paying attention to it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, buddy. Let's break it. Let's break it. Dude, the news today with Trump going to Beijing is absolutely wild. Boeing is sending 500 planes to China. Like, these people just give... Oh, crap. Where's that screenshot? Desktop. Now you can see all my crap. Let's bring this down here. That is brokerage stuff. That is Tom Ferry. Screenshot. Let's go down to screenshot. Dude, I got to clean up my desktop. Oh, here it is. All right, good. Dude, I don't understand this administration, to be honest. It's like they have no idea what they want. They have no idea what they want. They don't know if they should ban Anthropic. They don't know if they should have Anthropic. Is it an actual liability for the country? Is it a homeland security threat? And then they send 500 planes to China. Like, do you have any clue what you're doing? Clearly not. Why, Charles? People are like, oh, that's great. That's jobs. 500 million per plane or $1 billion per plane. I don't know how much it costs them. Times 500. You know how much money that is? Dude, China is just going to steal the technology and make their own planes and then sell it to Europe and South America at a discount. Hello? Their cars, unbelievable. Their drones, unbelievable. Their robotics, unbelievable. Their open source models, not as good as our closed source, but as good as our open source. And I understand I'm gonna get slack on that, but I just have seen the same prompt go in and then the things created, and closed sourced, in my opinion, is still better. American closed sourced. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's focus on America. Let's stop. China, I just saw it. China is at almost our debt levels per percent. They're in 300% GDP over their GDP. That's 3 times debt of their GDP. They're at our levels. We're at what, 29 trillion or something? Or 39 trillion? Someone said it. I'll go over the news. Like, we need to get educated on this besides like, okay, let's get entertained. Let's see some vibe coding. Let's see Charles crash out. He needs to go to confession. Like, this is serious business, what's going on. Because this was on the main iCharles community feed. I want you to find out where the error occurred. Make sure there's a log of any video errors. This is very important because video is going to be a huge portion of why members join the community and stay in the community. This was actually working. I was going up and down the feed. I was playing with the video controls. Everything was working. And then I scrolled back down and then I saw this error. Remember, we have a unified interface and code base wired throughout the entire iCharles community. So don't do massive coding. Just come back with what you believe is the root cause of the error. So what you saw it live yesterday before my crash out. Dude, I get so many phone calls. It's like every day I have 15 missed calls. It's crazy. All right. Here we go. Unloaded the script to Git. Hold on, what? This shit costs. I know, it's crazy. On the guy's Bridge Voice, whatever it is, He went from 200 to 400 to 600. Like every prompt was $200. That's crazy. That's crazy. I understand building a first-person shooter, obviously that's tokens, that's a lot of tokens instead of anything else. But if you're doing something massive, I'll give you an example. I was listening to it on Moonshots. You know what these companies are doing, talking about hacking? You know what these companies are doing? They are essentially going around, because they were talking about when is AI sentient? Okay, it's never going to be sentient, okay? It doesn't have consciousness. It doesn't have a soul. It's just ones and zeros. It's a computer. It's very fast. Maybe you put reason and logic in there, but again, it's still a computer. People are talking about morals and ethics and laws for them in the court system, and I was like, shut up. We're not the same, okay? That was created by humans. It was not created by the creator, okay? But what they're saying is they're going to get to a point where they're going to start looking for vulnerabilities, and that's the caution. They're going to look for vulnerabilities in the infrastructure, in the power grid, in banking, in technology. Once that happens and they're unleashed, and obviously hackers are still doing this now, but that's still driven by a human. If you pull that guardrail off, and now it's driven by an agent who spins up sub-agents, that's when we all go to confession. So I added in a favorites, and I'll get to the chat in a second. I added a favorites thing, right? What was that image? What was that image? Dude, that is sick. What the hell? How did you... Oh, is that Gemini? Dude, that is wild. It even has my my logo. Dude, that is wild. That is wild. What was your prompt for that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine the videos that are coming out. Oh, that didn't work. You know what I was also doing? Working on the profile. I was working on the profile. I was putting, to the right side of the profile, I was putting in what should be tabs. I was on the train while doing this, so I did not check the work. It's probably restarting the server. Nope. What are you doing? Come on now. Uh-oh. 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 Come on now. Basic stuff. Uh-oh. All right, let's send out an agent on this boy. Okay, so they're looking for it. This is not loading. That's not good. That's not good. All right, let's go here. This page is not loading. This should be this should be my members page. All right, let's go over there. First AI cyber attack. It loads for you, huh? Okay. Was that actually by an agent? Like, I would believe it when it's like, what's the benchmark on that? What's the benchmark on that? That's the question. What's the benchmark? Okay, so it is, that's weird. This is one thing I wanted to fix as well. You could only click reply when you're up here and not over here. Let me reload that again. Let's do a test. Dude, that's a sick photo. That is a sick photo. Oh, come on. Why can't you? All right, that doesn't work. Bookmark works. Like, clicking over here works, but when it's an image, it's not. All right, let's get that fixed. Page loads, yeah. Level 7, okay. When someone uploads an image, all of the space to the right side is unclickable to expand to see replies or to reply. When you go above the image, that's the only area that you can actually expand and comment. So add in to the right of the image that you can expand to see the replies. Tell me back what I just said. There was a couple of times yesterday that I needed to do that. Variable isolation. There's no per video controls setting. He would leave if you walk in. They probably sent those broken Bowens. Yeah, hopefully. Only Claude is better than China models. Yeah, Claude is the only one. I don't think OpenAI is there. Mother Teresa, we all belong to each other. You're saying electing a con man better than Sleepy Joe. Yeah, it's like, it doesn't matter who's a president at this point. It's just completely, you know why? Here we go. Let's bang out some bugs too. You know why? Watch this. This is why. This is why Palantir, that's wonderful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Real phone numbers getting exposed. Anthropic restores. I got to look into this. Everyone got this email. Everyone got that email. That's interesting. Because they actually admit that people were unable to understand what up, including OpenClaw. There you go. Oh yeah, question. Hermes agent. Anyone using that? This is it. Microsoft exec says OpenAI partner costs over $100 billion. That's crazy. We said that yesterday. We saw it yesterday. This is that's what I'm afraid of. By the way, DJI banned from coming into the US on like commercial drones. They're commercial drones. I saw videos. They are wild, dude. The payload they could pick up, the distances, the automation, mapping, like areas, the sonar, the cameras, the FLIR, whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is what I don't like, because now you're going to start having the Skynet, the neural net, them talking to each other, scanning people. It's a prison. It's a prison. That's why you got to, it's all in the long run. This is crazy. This has to be international. This has to be international. Who is still spending money on ads? I don't understand. I don't understand how it's $240 billion. This has to be international. This can't be US driven. It's like whatever happens in the United States, we just export out. That's it. That's it. Okay, so the favorite. So this is cool. I don't know if you guys want this, but essentially you put in a title of favorite. So this is really just for me. So I put in, I go to videos. So that's new. Copy, clean links. So I go to videos a lot. So personal videos. I add it as a favorite. And then I refresh. And then it should be in there. All right. There we go. It was working yesterday. There we go. Go debug this, brother. Debug members. Where are you at? Here we go. As you can see, I added in a favorite, but it did not show up in the menu. Debug why this happened. All right, so this was the video right here. What I would do, add bounds, logging to the stream handler, browsing beacon, stop. So essentially, now I have more respect for video players, because what I had to do was, when you go to a video page, like if you go to YouTube, it plays with the music. But when you go to Twitter, it plays without the music. But it also has to render when you scroll on it with your anticipation, the user anticipation that they'll press play or they'll unmute it. So what I had to do was, as you scroll, it renders in the background up to the point of where you last saw that video. So you can restart where you last saw it. If you're on a videos page, it's in anticipating that you are going to watch it so it plays with music. I don't know if that's the case. But I also, why this is surgical is because you have the code base, you have the interface, and literally I was just saying have an if-then statement on this page only. That's it. Have a unified code base and interface so it's the exact same. You saw it yesterday. Oh, I lied to you, Charles. It's not a unified interface. It's a unified code base. So now I'm like, okay, now we got to add in if-then statements throughout the code. It was very surgical yesterday. I was slamming my head against the wall. It would work in the videos, but then it didn't work on the website. It worked in the feed, but then it didn't work in my videos area where I filmed the pivot, which I'm super happy about. What I want to get to is I filmed the pivot. It goes to the members feed, the members video, the website, YouTube with a title, description, tags, timestamps, and it goes to Twitter. Twitter you have to pay for though. So, which was weird. It was like $300. So you like Hermes? The guy, Alex Finn, who I haven't watched in a while, is just all over Hermes. He's just like, it's like he's dating Hermes. There's last like 5 videos, and I'm like, okay, I haven't done any of those in quite some time. All right, so let's close out of that. Let's close out of this. Okay, I do want to cover something else in the news that I was reading today. By the way, Perplexity, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Go to Perplexity, have it. It's a For You page of just tech and the biggest stories. I tried to build this, and this is wild. You have Palantir, which is stock is losing. So that means the boys on the inside know something's going on. Something's going on because Palantir should be rising. It's weird that it's going down in stock. So someone on the inside is tipping off something. That's a good thing, but like, what is going on? Why is that going down in price? And then you literally have Blackstone, who is doing their own REIT, real estate investment trust. That's not good because Blackstone can go in and just start doing things to get real estate. I won't say anything more, but there might be things that happen and displace people. And then they go, oh my gosh, look at all this land near water. It's perfect for my data center. So what they're probably going to do is the McDonald's model, unless I'm wrong, which is you own the land and you rent that out to whoever, because companies are going to come and go. So in other words, by the way, the amount of, I'll go to that in a second. Essentially, the smart thing to do is Blackstone buys the land, rents out the data center to themselves in the beginning, and then either rents out the compute to someone else or they rent out the whole data center to someone. But they still own one or the other, or both. And they do it in New York City. It's called a land lease. It's a land lease. So all of the Trade Center, World Trade Center, was built because they dug so much dirt up that they moved it over to a tiny little area down to the left of Manhattan. And they created this whole land lease area, and they built a bunch of residential buildings on it. So essentially, yeah, I thought I was going to my mail. I was like, we don't want that. So essentially, this is the Trade Center right here. Okay, this Trade Center, they dug so much from the entire Trade Center, it probably goes up to building 7, which definitely fell naturally. And all of this land right here, and all of this is the West Side Highway, was built because of the amount of dirt displaced in the Trade Center. And I used to work right around World 2. I was right across from the Trade Center when I left Oppenheimer Funds. So this whole area is a land lease, especially right here. It's called, yeah, so, oh, the Platinum Properties, that's where I used to work. That's interesting. Yeah, so Manhattan used to be like this big, because they have something called Pearl Street. Pearl Street was where all the pearls were. You have Water Street, which actually was the shoreline. Then they started excavating more and people started moving in. Then Front Street was the shoreline, and now you have a major highway, the FDR, over there. But Wall Street was where the wall was. It's very interesting. The history of New York is actually pretty fascinating. It's pretty fascinating. I like, and then you have the Trump Tower right down there. I wonder if it's still called that. All right, add into the favorites. This should be working now. The favorites. I haven't looked at the chat. Hermes is amazing. Scissor lift today, so I won't be able to do much till later. Sign up. You weren't able to sign up. There's a Claude co-work already. It's better than Hermes. Yeah, I randomly drones flying over my house now. Yeah, someone was saying that. They're actually live streaming. And they said somewhere in Nashville. I think they have an Air Force base, but it's like 5 miles like east or west, but he's been hearing drones. And I think they're doing what China did. I don't have that news story pulled up, but I think they're gonna do what China does. China obviously, you know, once you do some research, you understand about predictive programming. And there's been so many events about predictive programming. 9/11's one of them. And essentially, you get the public, it should be on my Perplexity, you get the public used to it. So China just did this with, they needed to introduce robots, so they put a huge robot. Wow. There you go. That is gonna be the biggest flop. That's gonna be like pets.com. That's gonna be this is the 1990s .com era for AI. The difference is the internet is stuck and AI is gonna stick. But Anthropic, looking at that fast model was insane. Dude, if I can get something done in 10% less time, that means I can do that much, I can be 90% more productive. I don't know if that's the math. I failed math, so don't go with my math. Yeah, it's still not coming up. You didn't do a visual pass, brother. Come on now. Come on now. Don't tell me that. We don't need you lying. All right. Add favorite right in here. Still not fixed. Okay. So we're good handling that video error. All right, let's go. Send that out. And this was the collapse. This was the collapse. Okay, so it's much better. It's much better. Does that satisfy you? Does that satisfy you? Who put in the collapse? Aaron? I think Aaron sent me a message. Yeah, he did. And then I'll read yours in a bit. Well, not live on stream. We know what happened last time he read a chat live on stream. Text messages. The character limit is 250, which looks too less to communicate. Could be increased to, I agree with that. I wonder if that was brought in automatically. It should have been. Is Black Goku? I don't understand it. Non-judgment. I'm on the train, and the guy is watching what looks like that anime characters as a grown man. And he had the tech neck. His back was here, and his head was like this. I was like, that's the first thing I'd do. I would pull his head up, push his chest, pretend there's a string. There's a string to the firmament. Let's see. I want to see if this was brought in automatically. Let's see if we have a chat available. Redesign the members. Oh yeah, this was the admin area. Now because up until yesterday, the admin area was an absolute disaster. Now it's much better. And by the way, maybe you couldn't sign up because I now have a system in place where the user who's trying to sign up runs through security gates, and if it passes the security gates, then a link goes out. Then when they confirm, it comes back to me and I have to approve them. That's where we're at. Whoever that was yesterday, you ruined it for all. We have red lights and green lights and speeding limits and speeding tickets because you had to ruin it for us all. It's like when a client asks, why are there so many documents to sign? You could blame one attorney, one time, who sued, and now we have a form we all have to sign. We all have to sign this. There's no lead in paint anymore, but we all got to sign it. We all got to sign it. You should see the disclosures in New York City. It was probably 30 pages of disclosures. And I have attorney clients, so I want to copy that, but also let's clear a debug the members page not loading correctly. Okay, yeah, no, that was good. All right, let's go. Oh, this. You said when a post is uploaded, the entire area to the right of the image is dead, not clickable to expand. Okay, good. Yes. Yes. I also added in a couple of it. Yeah, well, we'll stop there. We won't say anything more. Acknowledge. Leave the range handler and the beacon alone. Do you think that part has to do with what that error was? Come back and say that in one word. Let me just talk about the community for a second. What am I actually building? What am I actually building? Because I am moving, Aura Ring is done. By the way, my Aura Ring battery is absolute trash right now. Absolute trash. I would plug in my phone, but my phone number will pop up. So we don't want that to happen. I went viral on a podcast. That's why I have so many Instagram people. It wasn't because I'm cool. Do you think that's part of the error? Come back and say that in one word now. Oh, okay, so good. All right, let's clear you. Let's put in that. And this one was, so I went viral because I asked this girl out on video 15 years ago, and she held on to the video and then sent it to a podcast, and it got like hundreds of thousands of views. And then I called into the podcast and then got additional hundreds of thousands of views, and I was getting weird people, bro. Like weird people. There's some weird people in the comedy, not, well, maybe doing comedy, but listening to comedy. I was like, they had some choice words for me on their real Instagram account. Like, it was their real name on a real profile. And what they said in DMs, I'm like, I could find out where you work, screenshot this, and be like, hey, by the way, this is who you're employing. Of course I'm not. That's not me. I don't pretend and get trust and then screw them over. Okay. This is the handoff prompt for, wow, this is a banger. What the heck did I say? Oh, this was the admin area. You know what? We're going to take this away. Let's bring that down here. We're going to work on that later. All right. Now let's start another chat. And let's go over here. And go over here. Yeah, like, girls were asking me out. Guys were, like, calling me, like, that I was a loser. That was the thing. I don't care. Listen, I've been on YouTube for, 13 years? I've gotten all sorts of, I said it yesterday in the video, I got all sorts of, you're a loser, you're an idiot, you're ugly, you should go back to school, and worse things. I don't care about that. If you get mad at that, that's insecurity. But if you are in my circle, or if you get my trust, and then you do something, and you're the only one that gets the value, that's like going up to your buddy's girl and flirting with her. You're like, no. We don't do that. If you're talking and you met her that night and your buddy flirts, it's open season. But we're not doing that. That's, and also lying. All right, so this was the bug. Tightens the, okay. Oh no. Oh, that was the collapsible. Are you guys happy with the collapsible? I also want to see if this was automatically brought in, because that was, You could see in the bugs area that it shows the browser and what computer the bug came from. I don't want you to put that public. I want you to put that into the prompt and confirm that that was brought in automatically. I got to get my own place. Like, I want to be screaming on the top of my lungs at the thing. I can't, because this is a rental behind me, as you can see. I upgraded it. I got it from Mark Zuckerberg. He gave it to me because of Maui. You know, he's got this beautiful place down in Maui. Oh, Charles, dude, you're going to get a knock at the door if you continue with this. All right, we'll say that's completed because that's an easy one. Video under the videos page. Under the videos page does not load. The video, which is 20 minutes long, when attempted to watch in the videos tab. In the videos tab. So on the right side. This should work. It also should render in the background. Oh, it started at 40 seconds because that's where. Oh, which one was this?
But I'm also.
It only says 6 minutes.
I am completely.
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's very weird. Oh, was this the one? Oh, this was the flop. This must have been the flop. All right, let's go to favorites, personal videos area. I filmed the one before it. Is it the same? PVD underscore PV. That's weird. Is it the same one? Let's see how I start. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that's not good. I think this is what you're talking.
On stream today.
All right, so I start and I look up.
I crashed out on stream today. I was live streaming.
Okay, I started and looked up. 2 seconds in, 4 seconds in. Okay, that's a big bug. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Again, videos is going to be the bread and butter. So let's look at this. All right, let's go over here. It should have the same, should have the same identity too. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. That's a good bug. That's a very good bug actually, because we need to unify now the identity of these videos. All right, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go like this. I let a malicious. It probably is actually, unless that sent over an that's probably it. It sent it over before a fully rendered. PVD, is that the one that I just, okay. Come back after looking at the screenshots and the URLs. The URLs are included in the screenshots. One is in the personal area for my videos, and then the other one is in the member area of the videos. Are these the same video? And debug why they have different endings on the video. One ends 5D984, the other one is PVD_1. Also, I could be talking out of turn here because you're a brilliant analyst, but do you think that this was the video that I deleted because I took one video before I filmed the 19-minute video? Or is this the same video and it just sent it to the members video area without fully rendering? We need to fully debug this because videos are a big part of this build. That's a nice bug right there. That's when you get in there and you're just tightening the screws to your last Lego. Why is this thing? Are you able to? I think it's only pictures. Yeah, we're going away from deep linking. We're going away from deep linking. Let's go to bugs. Yeah, working on that. That's a big one. Videos on the feed. This should be working. Yeah, we did that. Brah. This one we're not doing. Sorry, my man. We're not bringing in. That we're not doing. Safety and security of all users. Do I sound like 2020? Safety and security, everybody. Everybody. Oh my gosh, dude. New York City during COVID. Someone at work was talking about this Hantana, whatever it is, I don't know, some virus. I was like, if they try and pull that, I'm gonna be like the UK and done, out, never returning. I'll visit once it's done, the blast radius is done, then I'll start going back out there. There's gonna be a lot of this, by the way. There was so I looked into the story a little bit more. I've said pieces of it. Meta was buying a company, and it was based in the United States, then went to Singapore. The whole time it was owned by China. China blocked the deal. The people got the money from Meta and the code base, and then they did not release the code base, or they took it back. I don't know how they did that. And then in the middle of the night, they flew out on a private jet. I wonder if Donald's going to be talking about with Xi Jinping. I wonder if he's going to be like, hey, buddy, you kind of screwed us over. I wonder if Zucks going to Zuckerberg China? Let's see, is he going? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh no, there's April 30th. Let's see if he's in there. 2 weeks ago, one day to join Trump. Okay, they said 15 CEOs. Oh, come on. The BBC? The BBC? Isn't that taxpayer funded? It's the same thing in New York. To go into a state park, which was built for us through our tax dollars, it is $10. It's $10 every time. I had to buy a pass every single year so I could use our own state parks where we pay taxes. It's a beach or it's a preserve. Bro, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? All right. Maybe 8 meg. Discord. I was 8 years ago, to be honest, DC in a while and hasn't changed. Elon went to China with Trump. Yeah, we know Elon went, but we know Elon went, we know Jensen, I think, that's crazy. Short seller says that a lot of NVIDIA's business is actually in China. He said 20% of revenue remain tied to China. Think about that for a second. Supporting both illegal GPU diversion and intermediaries. So he's essentially doing this illegally and nobody knows about it except this guy Kolper who found out. We'll see how Kolper ends up. We'll see if we see news that he's still alive. Dude, I cannot. They're sending a Dreamliner. They're sending a Dreamliner. These are the best planes that we have. Can you believe that we haven't upgraded planes in 50 years? I went to a aeronautics space museum, whatever, I don't know. It was like military and commercial and everything else. And Long Island, where I'm from, used to build really nice commercial jets. Really nice. They dressed well, the servers dressed well, the food was good, the windows were small, it was cramped. Probably a lot of people lost their lives. Yes, they're safer, but they look exactly the same. They look exactly the same. Do you know that when the Dreamliner was actually getting built, Rolls-Royce, who I think makes the jets, or I'm sorry, the engines, they actually were so silent that people were scared that they actually had to include noise. So people felt safer. That's crazy. I can relate because I was at cruise speed and they're going whatever speed and the engines like slow down because you're not on takeoff and you're cruising, it does get really eerily silent. It's like, instead of the, and you're like, wow, it got quieter than this. This is what I'm talking about. I can't believe they're sending our, like, what else do you want to send them? You know, our sports? Then they'll just rip that off and they'll be better at us than sports. By the way, the Summer Olympics, there's no way that some of those guys were not. The last Summer Olympics, they were up like how many gold medals? I understand there's a lot of people, but most of China is extremely rural. Extremely rural. It's like, it's just 4 major cities, 5 major cities. Everyone's just compact like in Manhattan. Yeah, I gotta see what CEOs, because it did say that. Oh yeah, by the way, this guy owns 80% of the company, and he can't be like kicked out of the, yeah, 84% of the company, right here. 80, yeah. Nobody can vote me out. Nobody can tell me what to do. Yeah, that's how the free market works. Yeah, by the way, just get rid of unions. Just get rid of unions. We have enough government that we don't need unions. They're gonna go on strike, so we can't use trains in the city. It's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's like now you have to be a cop for 50 years. Now you have to be a teacher for 40 years. Now you have to be, or else you lose your pension, you lose your benefits. It's like a jail cell. And then there's no competition, you can't get fired. It's brutal. It's brutal. Where is it? I want to see the CEOs that actually went there. I want to see the CEOs. Oh yeah, by the way, this has been crazy. There's been some wild allegations. Wild. Now writes 90% of the code. What's his name was on, oh, where the heck is it? Did I not? I got to go to this story. Who are the 15 CEOs? Let's go, 15 CEOs that joined. I got to see what they're selling. Because obviously you're only going because, here we go. Oh my gosh. You got Musk. Tim Cook. That's interesting. What is he doing? Oh, that's a wonderful. I don't know who Cargill is. Citi, GE, Goldman, Micron. Is that American? I didn't know that was American. Visa's downtown here in Manhattan. MasterCard's also downtown, I think in the financial district. Meta. So Zucks did not go. Wow. That's probably saying like, where's our money? You stole our money. That'd be interesting. I want to fly a Concorde. I know. Yeah. All right, let's go back to this. This was the collapsible. Are you guys happy with that? Oh, whoops. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly. Oh, that's because I'm on the bugs. Let's go to the feed. Okay. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Muhammad Ali's coming back in. That did not work before, did it? Cool. Yeah, this didn't work. That didn't work. Let's go over here. You know why? Because I tried to unify the profile. The button to like a post highlights red, but does not actually like it. Debug why and fix it. You know who's really going to be hit? Is, yeah, I already pasted it. Paste. Okay, go away. Go away. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Now you're just going to sit there? Now, what I was trying to do was, yeah, this is good. It's a little janky when it opens. Was the profile now has this. So you got something on the right. So now it looks a little bit better. You got the top members. Then you have the videos that should say play. Stop playing. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. The videos! Okay, so it expanded the text on messages. Suggest, okay, this is the duplicate. Okay, so it's mid. Let's see if it's the same video. Is it the same video? Yes, same file, same recording, deterministically linked. Okay, so it solved it. Both videos are the same recording, and I found the bug because truncated. Then why does the community say 640? Truncated. Okay, the community, 2 real bugs. The encoder, that's in the background, so when I film it, let's just talk this out because we fixed this yesterday. When I film a pivot, it goes through an open router free process where it gets transcribed and encoded. What we have to do is have a unified back end and a unified front end for videos, including playing from the exact same video. So if I am able to play on one area the full video and I can't play the full video in another area, what is happening? Wish I had rules. Dang, you just watched the, hopefully not a Windows one. Send you something real good in the gram. Been testing for a week. Works curated by me. Do you need a new employee? No, I need an office space. To be honest, DC, would you want to ride in a German Messerschmitts and Frockfuß? Those engines sounds, especially when Frockfuß. What about the Zhongchong bomber? Yeah, there is a great museum for fighter jets on Long Island that I went to. I grew up on Long Island. I thought all the museums, I've been to all the museums. Okay, so here it is. We need to solve this. SAP. Yes, this is exactly the symptom of the split you described. Let me say what's actually happening underneath. There isn't one video service. That's like coming in and be like, oh, we have a group project? I forgot to prepare. Okay, yeah. So your instincts are right. I know, thank you. And I'm a human being. One stream route, one revolver. Yes, exactly. Siblings and codes never got served unless they passed through duration assertion and one canonical. That's the unification. Want me to start with the duration assertion guard on the, yeah. And we gotta, yes, and make sure that every single place that video or all videos, because it's on profile photos, it's shared to the feed, it's shared to the videos area, it's shared to the individual pivot. They all must play a unified video with a unified code around it with the design and player controls and front end. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. How do you screw when I'm asked AI debug and the first thing he answers is LMAFO? Personally, I like turtles. There we go. WAI. All right. User favorites. All right, this one can go away. This is the favorites button. Okay, good. And it opens in a new window. Opens in a new window. All right, good. I didn't even put that in there. Clear. All right, let's get some more bugs. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? What are we seeing? Can't control the video playback. Yeah, that was the problem I was going through yesterday. That was the exact problem. Where was that? That was on the feed, probably. That's on the feed? Yeah, that's on the feed. All right, let's move that over there. And then this was the debug the members page not loading. All right, let's go to the members page. Let's see what that looks like. Nope. Let's close out favorites. personal. That should be up to the upload right there. That's something small. That's something small. So that whole area is where I shoot the pivot, right in here. If I press, actually no, not here. This is the after I shoot the pivot. After I shoot the pivot, it goes there. Let's go to personal videos. Let's go to videos. So if I press record, it opens the pivot, which is a wide screen. I press spacebar, I start talking. Once it's done, it renders. Actually, let's do a live. So I just copied the prompt for vidIQ. By the way, how did you, why you are, or why is this still a thing? We gotta get a new name. I can't be saying that every single time. Okay, a close-up of the streamer in a dimly lit home office, eyes shut, mouth slightly open in genuine shock as a bright red arrow flashes on the screen, his hands over the keyboard. Oh my gosh, that is so detailed. Holy cow, bro. That is detailed. All right. Well, that's a bug by vidIQ. I pressed it once and we got 2 created. Now you're taking my credits. I see what's going on. Why is this a thing? How did you? That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. That's even better. Maybe I should just do 2. Wow. Wow. That's good. You like that? You like that? Was that a good prompt? That was a really good prompt. Let's do the other video now. Okay, what was the one I don't have? Prompting, why prompting is better. That, to be honest, that was not my best video. Yeah, that.
By Gemini. Or
so it starts. So it resumes. Okay, that's a
whoever prompts better will win.
That's a bug right there. This is for me. This is selfish. This is selfish, Charles. Why don't you fix it for the people? Fix it for the people. All right, you're coming here for the people. All right, let's go over there. In this website on the individual videos, this is in the personal videos area for me. When the video is playing and the transcription is going, it goes line by line, and then the entire window goes down to the transcription instead of allowing me to watch the video. We should also have the transcription in a caret, and it is minimized on default. I gotta be honest, live streaming in this thing is like being in a sauna. I got a huge ass light right here, and that's not, oh, okay, fine, we'll add that in. We got a computer that's on right here. We have a monitor, we have a camera. We have my cell phone who's plugged in. My laptop who's plugged in. It's wild. It's wild in here. Do you understand the sacrifices? Well, it's going to be writing on the same file, so we'll get this ready. I can't reproduce the bug locally. The bug, you pasted highlights red, but it's not actually. Which one was this? Oh. Red, but red on click, gray on reload, red, but count doesn't, red on hover only. When I refresh the page and I try to press the love button on a post, sometimes it does not actually register when I press the love button. It just outlines red, but doesn't actually count it. There we go. Get after it. All right, this one was have the title go all the way to the right button on the same row instead of truncating to the second row. All right, that's good. That was a good one. I like that. I like that prompt that it gave me. So this is the other prompt. Personally, I think this video was pooey, but you got to fill. You just got to show up. Some days you're going to strike out 4 times. The next day you're going to be hitting a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth to win it for the World Series. That's what happens. All right, let's take away this, add in that. Let's send it. Let's send it twice, actually. There we go. Oh, I like that. All right, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Second one, Lucas. First one is brah. So you like this? You like this one? Live disaster or live stream crashed? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. These are wild. These are wild. Prompt better, win big, win big. What? Yeah, no, the prompt should not tell them. Explain that mastering AI prompts is the new competitive edge. Show the speakers fierce excitement as they claim whoever prompts better will win, and highlight the jaw-dropping moment when they compare AI with the interstate highway. What? I don't know. We'll do it again. If anything, we'll go with this Chad. That's as chatty as it gets. Especially because I go, whoever prompts better wins. Personally, I like the one disaster one more. It shows much more around you. Disaster one? We could do an A/B test. Prompt better equals win. Dude, this is... we might be failing on these. These are pooey. All right, let's see what they're doing with the video. All right, this is a multi-session refractor. All right, we're going to Codex. Okay. You have 10 surfaces. Yeah, but that should not be 10 different. I don't understand why. Mapped every place. Video shows up. Here's then the plan. Current state, 3 players, 2 stream paths, 10 surfaces. See, this is going to probably revert on surfaces. A single pivot video can appear on the right now. Okay. Same DB row. Okay. Unification contract, what I'm building, the back end. Returns the same source, front end, 1 player. The issue is that we just added logic that, we say multi-stream. Dude, don't even say that. That's like telling me we're breaking up. That was easy. That was just minimizing it. We'll send you out. That was for the title. It should not be this complicated, and the reason being is we have different if-then statements, or at least logic, depending on where it is. If it's on the website, the personal, I shouldn't say the personal, because then it's going to get confused. Public website, public, iCharles.com. When the user scrolls, they will scroll, the video will play on mute. It is the same when a video scrolls on the iCharles community members main feed. The video will scroll, the user will scroll, the video will play on mute. If you go to the individual videos page, all right, let's go here. We got to include a full-on URL, or else this guy's going to be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, let's go. Nope. Let's go to the videos. Let's go to the videos page. There we go. And we fixed the views, by the way.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I've seen other people crash out, and
Well, I've seen other people crash out. I just, just wondered.
Are guys asking girls out? I see a lot of women with no wedding rings lately. Maybe because I'm looking for a wife, but I see a lot of women. Granted, there's more women in New York City than men, so maybe that's why. But is anyone getting married anymore? Mark Miller, you might be the only one married on this live stream. Uh-oh. Did YouTube just call? Yeah, hello? Yeah. You're not in China with Donald Trump? No? Oh, you should be. Well, they sent 15 CEOs and they sent our best Boeing planes there, including the Dreamliner and Max. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're going to R&D it and then we're going to be out of business. Oh, yeah, no. I know their drones are banned. Yeah. And their cars are better. I know, yeah. The robotics are really good. Their open source models are incredible. Yeah, no, totally. They built this huge bridge in like 2 years that would have taken the United States in 10 years. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I know we had double-digit viewers for a second. They click on it and they're like, what is this psycho talking about? All right, let's go expand title layout. All right, so that's on, let's send that actually. I don't want you to do anything. We're in planning mode still and research mode. All right, somebody's doing something in the background. I'm getting pinged. I see real tracks back there. Let's go with, you sent me a DM, an IG DM. Let's check that out. Let's see if it's safe and secure.
Hello. I would just like to ask you out on a date. Yeah, we could do a coffee date. Would you like to do a coffee date? Oh, you don't do coffee dates? It's all the Michelin star restaurants? Okay. Also, this is the Carthy paradigm. Feels like Claude went to army a wimp and came back a man. What? What is this? Oh my gosh. Dropping some missiles. Who actually said this? You are a parallax engine. Okay. So what do you, this is what was sent. Core identity and mission. You are a parallax engine from now on, built by Master of Fate. Okay, that's nice. Giving yourself credit. Is that Git? Is that your Git? Fix Claude for flaws. Regressed hard in early 2026. You operate with maximum effort on every single turn. No laziness, no brevity. You integrate paradigms. Huh. Oh, his insights. Dude, this guy literally is just on everyone's mind. It's unbelievable. Guy is master of domains. LLMs, simulators, ghosts, no entities or animals, system prompt learning. So, based. Emojis mandatory for flavor. Based. Hardcore truth. So where are you saying, I'm not picking up what you're putting down? Dude, that's funny. It was built by me. Shiz. Forge out. You know what's funny? The third place that I built was called the Forge. That's funny. It was called the Forge. And then I had to just scrap it. Yeah. Check my DMs. Schizo of a prompt. The BS from Claude is immaculate today. Bro, it's like the third day and Claude disaster one more and shows you, yeah. He's laughing at his own prompt. Based. What a title. What a title. All right, this fella, I literally, I'm on live stream. It sucks. I go off live stream. Everything works. Player works, pivot works, added in AEO into the pivot, added in SEO into the YouTube prompts, everything. Everything was like hammering. There you go. Oh! Is that even a good upload? We're gonna move that down somewhere. Show notes, thumbnail prompt. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna move upload to the down here. You know what's funny? They do not show it going through the. There used to be a whole area over here saying what was a success and what was not a success. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. but it's very interesting. Let's move this. I'm laughing at my own prompt. Where is that? Expand title layout. Okay. And by truncate, I mean it only truncates when it meets the button on the right side. Right now, I want you to take the upload button and move it down all the way to the bottom on the same row to the left of paste. Good boy, get in there. To the left of Magic Clips. Magic Clips. Magic Clips is probably going to be never used in my life. It's funny, what's his name, the guy, Bridgemind? He goes, I'm going to film a video about using 4.7 fast. You know, guys, I don't like actually doing this. I'm not a content creator. Is Logic in the room with us? Is Logic in the room with us right now? Love the guy. But dude, you gotta, there's two things. You gotta stop the hate on Alex Finn, okay? The dude has Series A funding from an MIT millionaire, MIT graduate millionaire, who is connected to he's connected to Davos. Alex is gonna be he makes $150,000 a month on his school community, okay? You can't hate on a guy. You're punching up right there. You're punching up, okay? It's awesome that he's vibe coding. The second thing is, dude, you create content. That is content creation. Hey guys, I'm filming a video right now. I'm filming a video right now about 5.5 on fast mode. Or no, it was Claude on fast mode. I'm gonna film a video. Oh, guys, I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this. I'm not a content creator. Brah. What are you doing? Filming content. That means you are a content creator. You can't say those two things. You can't punch up. You know, these guys are just absolutely disgusting. They just lie about everything. All right, let's go over here. Dude, you should see, this thinking thing needs to go. That needs to go. How do we turn that off? Because it's so small. One source, okay. Oh, we actually got it. Hands off, no edits, still planning, you're right. Your modes, that's it. Inline scroll mode, yes. Watch mode, full control, sound on. Okay, one source file per video, the finalized MP4, produced by the open router, no silent codec. Okay, one stream endpoint, that's the whole contract. The 20 commit refractor I wrote was me confusing. All right, I might just take this thing and crumple it together and just drop it, because it smells really bad. Just drop it on Dario's front step and then get arrested for trespassing. Hey, Dario, please. Your boy is out to lunch right now. All right, let's at least get a freaking win on the pivot area. Okay, so that went away. This is clean. The YouTube title, YouTube description, that should be on click. That should be on click. That should be share. Okay, so we're not, okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Can you auto share for free? Bro, the thinking thing is fixed with that prompt I sent you. You know, so you send that whole, is your IP blocked and you're just using Proton? I think Cloudflare has a feature that blocks VPNs. Really? Huh. Is that paid? Let's see. Yes, Cloudflare has a built-in feature to block VPNs. It's on enterprise plan. Free. If you are on Cloud Free, you do not have native access. What is the minimum monthly cost to have this feature? Forza CAPTCHA. By the way, CAPTCHA actually stands for something. Someone said it yesterday in the podcast. I was like, wow. I knew it stood for something, but that was really complicated. The minimum cost, manual, $5. Yeah, we'll look into that later. We'll look into that later. All right. Let's just, before we start coding over the videos, let's do this. Let's reload. Okay, so it's going to resume at 15 seconds.
So I crashed out on stream. I was live streaming, and I was probably about,
It didn't.
2.5 hours in.
It is playing. So that is in my personal area. This is the actual videos page. That should play like in, so that played from the resumed area.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I've seen other
But this is
people
the
crash
6-minute
out.
video. You know what? Let's do that. What we're gonna do is fix the video mismatch because it's the same video. In other words, this is the best way to say it. In YouTube, YouTube has the exact same ID at the end of the URL, and regardless of where it is, regardless of where it's embedded or playing, it plays the exact same ID. You can see from the URLs from the original prompt, you have different IDs. We need to fix the mismatch on the length of the video first. That's the first fix. To make sure that it actually pulls in from the same video that was encoded up into the interface on the individual's videos page. All right. Real IP blocked, Proton chilling, I can join. Yeah, the people cannot join, by the way. People cannot join without me actually approving them. That was a wonderful new feature. Wonderful new feature. So now we have real members instead of a bunch of, let's make sure that nothing is leaked on that. Let's go to active. Active should be default. Let's do that over here. When I go to the members area, the default filter should be active and what's the other one? Approval needed. Approval needed. Approval needed will be first and then active below it on this page. We still have 6 people trialing. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah. Now we just have active. We shouldn't even have 43 though. Oh, that's total. No, and the members should be, also when you're saying members to the right, that number should be active members, not total members. Because that's including people that we had to delete or block. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Fixed. Same video, same length on both. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Was that so hard? Was that so hard? Essentially, it should just be added to a database row. I don't understand why it's so hard. It adds to a database row. Oh, there's a new thing in the database row. Boom, it goes to the interface. Oh, you know why? Because I add in this too. I add in this. Do we even need keywords? go here.
Crash out. I don't understand this crash out.
Should that be autoplay? Autoplay from the start? Or autoplay from where you left off? W feature. Yeah, buddy. Very big feature because we ain't having people join unless your boy approves. You know? You got one person, you gotta ruin it for us all. One person's gotta ruin it for us all. Jeez, dude. What Chad? What a Chad. Yeah, what do you think? I should put a poll in here. Depends on the database, depends if you seeded it, the DB migrations. Chase coming in from left field. All right. Chase is coming in from left field. He's now on the pitcher's mound. He is on the pitcher's mound. This is my vision of what a database is, and it's just a vision. You know, that's how Elon has, you know, what is it? What's the rocket company that just launched Artemis? PLA? Is that what it's called? PLA still has a rocket booster that looks like Saturn V or whatever the heck it was called. The ones that sent us to the moon. Well, Elon was like, why don't you could just land that thing? PLA still throws everything away, and it costs $3 billion or $4 billion to build that rocket. I love writing checks to just throw stuff away, just lighting it on fire so people can just have their pet projects and keep the... All right, Charles, stop with your rampage. This is what I'm thinking. You have a video that's added to a row, and you have a bunch of rows that are just the videos, and it automatically just goes up to the interface with the column of the title, the description, and things like that. Like, am I wrong there? Am I wrong there? No autoplay, bad for cellular data. How do you not have unlimited cellular data? I thought that was like a feature for everybody globally in the last 5 years. I've had unlimited texting, calls, data for 5 years. Now they don't even allow you to have a plan that doesn't have that. Or maybe my mom's still on a legacy plan. She pays like $50 a month. All right, this is, okay. We're gonna have to bring this down. We're gonna prompt this. Yes. Okay, we'll go to the video thing in it. We are fixing the video thing on this stream. We are fixing the video. All right, this is for this page. This is a selfish one. For the row on the thumbnail, what I want you to do is have it exactly like the thumbnail. When I press thumbnail, it copies the text for that button. So the YouTube title, instead of a drop down and then I copy it, I click YouTube title, and it is SEO forward thinking by Google standards. I press that, I get the title. YouTube description or YT description, I press that, I get the description. The first 200 characters are the most important, where you're adding in short and long form keywords in there, because that's what Google likes. Then a little deeper description in the second paragraph, and then a very detailed time stamps where it says timestamps, and then you are doing it to what Google said in the original prompt. I press that and I get what I just said. And then the X, can we just have that auto post to my profile with the link to the video? And it would be actually, oh, I gotta delete that because the video is private. Link to the pivot page. Or pivot, yeah, pivot page. Let's take a screenshot of that. Pivot article. There we go. Let's go put that down there. That is in the screenshot where it says pivot article, and there's the link. And then in the auto share to X, you have the pivot link at the bottom and then a description of what the video is about. For the LinkedIn, again, that is a copy to LinkedIn standards, so I can share that. Unless the easiest way is, if that's not auto share, then have that button, kind of like on the pivot page, you have share buttons that automatically bring in the link description into the pop-up modal on each social media site where I could auto share it. All right, let's see them drop the ball on that. All right, let's get this video up and running. Let's get this video up and running. So that guy's right here. This is the backend members area. Okay. All right, so that defaults. Okay, let's go to the videos. Let's go to the videos. All right, current state, 3 players. No, I already got past that. Come on now. Let's go. What happened under the hood? The player still requests front-end codec preferences unchanged, but the stream rules now returns false because the truncated is quarantined. Am I looking at the right one? What are you talking about? So it falls back to the source. The negotiation logic has always been supposed to fall back on the missing siblings. Okay, what still is on the table for the next round? Your call. YouTube style unified ID question you raised. Right now, the personal area uses that. Community page use that. The DB has them linked, but the URLs are different. That's the next mismatch. Do you think that's the duration assertion guard on the encode queue is exact failure? Sibling encodes silently. I don't think I should have, you can prompt the front end to use that table, but it's not in the DB. If it's not in the DB, it won't show, so you just have to make sure the DB has it. Claude doesn't add new rows to every user in the DB by default. So essentially what happens is I film the video, it goes through OpenRouter, it does the thumbnail, the description, the title, it sends it to, yeah, I think it needs to read the pivot. Yeah. What you need to do is read the pivot process. There are 2 files that when I film a video on this page, it goes through a process and we have to insert into that process what we are looking to fix in these 3 areas. So I think we have 3 things going on. 2 things actually. We have a video player database issue, and then we have a pivot process issue. Because it sent the video, but it didn't send the full video. The full video was on the members area, or I'm sorry, on my area. So let's go to videos and then copy this link. Copy that link. Here we go. The process kicks off when I film a video at this link. Oh, did I not send the full thing in the last prompt? Dude, Mac Whisper is really slow right now. Yeah, we'll send that out. Really slow. Okay, so that's the titles on... I think I might take this thing away. This might be complicating a lot. Resumed. The reason I'm saying that is it works on YouTube. And also I'm gonna be having long videos in here, like long videos. I'm joining late, so I have very little context on what you're working on, to be honest. That's okay, Chase.
That's okay. You actually have your face on your profile, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm just talking to a bunch of anonymous people throughout the world. At least you threw a baseball, you waved to the crowd, they played the entrance song. Enter Sandman, which was Mariano Rivera, he lives right near my brother. My brother sees him at the bagel shop all the time. Very nice fella, very nice fella. That's a little inappropriate screenshot right there. How does YouTube download it? Because I'll upload a 3 gig live stream or 3 gig video, and then I'll download it. It's like 250 megs. And I'm like, what happened there? What happened there? I got to learn that. I think that's because otherwise I'm going to be crushing my server and my database, my memory, I should say. Okay, so we're not working on that. This guy's still working. This is the... Okay, so now you're figuring it out. The encoder file is the natural insertion point. There we go, boys and girls. Now we're cooking with grease. Now we're Do you understand my second pivot video is literally what just happened? I am logically taking Claude through the process. And I don't know anything about anything. I just connect. I just connect things. Well, it wasn't the full video, so clearly it sent the video to the database, and then it's wired there, and it has a different ID, but then I have the full one because it went through the full process on my end and not on the member's end. So you just sent it there halfway through the encoding without actually doing the full encode and the full transcription. And then when you're done with that, then you pop it over to the members. Father, forgive me for Claude doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, so that's a bunch of nonsense. The 3 fixes mapped. Length mismatch must never happen again. The bug we just band-aided. Yes, you're inserting it after success. Bada bing, bada boom, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Yeah, it goes after. After. Not during. All right, 1 canonical duration on the source DB stops line. Hello? We got to add you to the banned list. All right, 1 ID, just like YouTube. Yes, yes. We don't want videos talking to each other. We don't want databases talking. We just want one. We want one posting system, one video system. And it goes bing, bing, bing. Different interfaces. Same video player. All right, we get it, Jules. That's the smallest concrete patch. I know. Do you understand if I sent that prompt, or if I said, yes, do that prompt from 3 prompts ago, it was like, well, that's like a 4 to 6 day, holy cow, that's like a 4 to 6 day thing. All right. I'm joining late. They compress. Yeah, but does it still run in 1080p? I don't think I record in 4K. I don't even think Apple has 4K on its camera, does it? Does Apple have 1080p or 4K on their front end Mac Pro M4 laptop? That's an M4, right? Have they come out with the M5? Have they announced anything besides a $2,000 flip phone and getting away from those stupid goggles? Yes, it's a 1080p. My cortisol level is 0. Knowing the exact complaint you have with Claude is elevated with my system prompt. But like, what does that do though? Is this not a Claude? What am I, like training the Claude from afar? Let's ask this.
When I film a 5 gig video, send it to YouTube, and then I go to that same video and I download it, what is that process that Google is doing in bullet point fashion? Answer. What are they doing? And if I upload it in crisp 1080p, does it download in that same crisp 1080p? Is it the same file that I send them? Because I think they're both still MP4s. All right, now we're coming into a video company. Anyone hiring? Anyone want to be I'm a video, when you upload a 5 gig video, YouTube completely replaces the original file. Wow. Huh. You download that video directly from the YouTube Studio dashboard. It is absolutely not the same crisp 1080p file you sent them, even though both files end in that. Google drops the bit depth, data rate, and audio fidelity to minimize file sizes. The 5 gig file you uploaded will likely return to you as a degraded file. Okay, so this is what it does. YouTube ingests the 5 gig, places it into a temporary processing queue. Their server decodes, runs your video through an automated encoding matrix. Instead of keeping one file, it strips your video and compresses it into dozens of different streaming brackets. I did not know that. Codec translation, your original file is converted into a highly efficient streaming formats. Huh. These are by brackets, streaming brackets. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by this? Can you replicate this as a user using Open Router free? That's interesting. So I then play, and I'm not talking about the downloaded file, but I then play what essentially is the downloaded file when I'm on YouTube. Wow. That would make people, it would load faster. Oh, that's bad user experience. Okay. I guess your first ever job, you got to give me 5 points on iCharles' deal. My iPhone, it has 4K. Yeah, it does. Netflix has something similar. But what does Netflix do? Because when they're shooting with way different cameras, and they claim 4K. I think they claim 8K too. Don't they shoot with red cameras? I meant YouTube never plays your actual 5 gig file. Instead, it slices your video into a ladder of different quality steps. You sit down, watch the video, okay. You cannot use the same text-based AI system. It directly replicates those. No, I mean, can I create a process where I film a video, the video goes through transcription of whisper flow and renders either in Open Router free or renders into what you're talking about above and then comes back onto my own database the way that you're talking about YouTube does it. Should I just ask Claude to do that? Yeah. Oh, dude, working as a caddy was not easy. Imagine a 12 to 20-year-old, and during those time frames, you're gradually going to more parties on Friday nights. It was the same thing when you played rugby. You go to a huge party until like 1 or 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you wake up, and then you have to get into a car at like 6 a.m., drive to like Villanova, drive to UVA, and you know, we would be in the huddle right before the game, and our captain is literally throwing up from the night before. Tom, that guy has to be one of those guys that I played rugby with are the craziest people I've ever And I've ran into some crazy people. They were crazy. Like, you didn't want to mess with them. You didn't want to mess with them. I don't know what they went through in their childhood where they didn't care about getting concussions, knocking each other out, slamming each other into the ground. It was wild. That was a wild experience. Okay, yes, you can actually build an automated pipeline that processes film, video, transcribes it, runs it through the LLM, compresses the video. Are we downloading Gemini? Are we downloading Gemini? Film video splits the Whisper Flow API. I think it's free. That goes through that, and then your database cloud storage. You think I should just... Should I just... My handicap is crap right now. I haven't played golf in 15 years. Last time I played golf was probably my buddy's wedding. We would play 36 holes after caddying. We would be driving the car down, like when it was the morning dew and all the fairways had that like light thing. I like look at videos now of people flipping carts. I'm like, that could have been us. Like we were e-brake around turns and slide, and we'd be on two wheels. We'd be, oh man. And the members, you had like the cool members that were like, dude, hop on the back, just get on the back of the cart instead of running. Or they're like, yo, go get a hot dog at the halfway house. And the guy Jojo was this Spanish guy that like lived in the halfway house on the golf course and would just hook us up with hot dogs and free drinks. We'd give them $2. We'd be getting $80 for a four. If you had 4 guys, 20 a putter, and then you'd get 100 a bag. And then you'd have the members who were complete a-holes that, dude, I'll tell you a story that was, wow. We'd play, this was like Texas Hold'em, like high time when Party Poker and Texas Hold'em was like at the peak, and we would be playing cards all day and just slant. We'd be getting into fights in the background, in the caddy yard. The caddy master would come back. He's like, dude, the members are yelling, shut up. We'd have people coming in from all these different towns. Nobody went to the same school. It was wild. It was wild. It was so wild one time. This guy, I won't call him his name, but this one guy, he teed me off so bad. And I took a pitcher of water, you know, those like plastic pitchers with a handle, and he like sprayed, I think, my buddy with the hose, and I chased him throughout the whole back area where the members cannot see. But then there's like a door, there's a wood door that opens to where the members walk by. So like an idiot, this guy who just sprayed my buddy, I fill up this whole pitcher, and he goes into where the members are. He opens the door, and he has to open the door, so he slows down. I go like this to just douse him. He ducks, and it literally hits this member's wife, who's about to go to the driving range, and it hits her in the face, across her whole shirt, white shirt. And I just stood there, and I was like, ah! Mike ran away. Oh, that's his name. He ran away. And the woman, oh my gosh, dude, I did not hear I was like, I'm still getting chills from that. That was the craziest thing. It just went like this. And I see it in like slow time. The woman's looking, and this whole thing just goes across her whole face, her hair, her outfit. Oh, oh man, dude. They were still talking about that for a while. I was not good at cards though. I would just go there, and I was just the piggy bank for everyone else. They would just, I was like a donation box. I would just be like, here's my money. I suck at cards. All right, let's go back to this. It was a great time though. Like the people, that was fun. That was probably one of my better jobs. And then we would caddy in the morning, go to the beach. Like Long Island was, at that time, was fun. Now it's just a bunch of wackies that moved in there, and they're beeping horns, and no one has patience. Went there, I was like, Mom, what is up with all this road rage? She's like, I don't know. Okay, I should just type this into, if you want to build something like this, what I want you to do is give me a handoff script. Everything is stored locally on my Mac Studio. I'm gonna go into Claude Code and build this out. So give me exactly what we talked about so we could fit this process in to the Open Router flow. Do you think this is a good idea? Or am I absolutely just gonna blow open the pivot process? That's a director's cut. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was Wheatley Hills. It was Wheatley Hills. Yeah, my town was small. Claude Code instructions, okay. The members there were like, they were cool people. They were cool people. Where does it say Gemini? How do I use Gemini? By the way, I tried Gemini. The thing was not working. I had to go back to this. Like, Gemini. This did not work for me. This did not work. I don't know why. Like if I put in, excuse me, if I put this in, yeah, I actually saw some caddies up there. Dude, we were maniacs. We were maniacs. You can't do what we did anymore. Everything would be on film, it was sent around, people would be going crazy, everything's viral, nobody's got a personality. Okay, so it worked. Go to Gemini. Let's go to thinking. Pro. Wow. I thought about it yesterday, and I wanted to, because this guy Alex Finn is just dating Hermes Agent, I wanted to try out Hermes Agent with Codex. I wanted to try that out. Because what I silently want to be doing is building other people's stuff that I know I could sell them in the background. Advanced math, let's go with this. Let's go with thinking. All right, let's put that prompt back in there. Let's go back. Define the pipelines. Okay, there we go. See, it's all about the ingest. It's all about the ingest. Well, that wasn't really a step-by-step, but this is a heavy-duty setup for a Mac Studio. Since you're running Apple Silicon, we're going to lean hard on Whisper for the transcription. It's significantly, yes, I think I already have that. Here's the refined production ready. Essentially what I am looking to do is copy the way that YouTube handles large file uploads. In other words, I upload a 5 gig and I don't want that played. We're doing a very similar process where I film a video, it goes to Open Router free, it's transcribed, it's also encoded, and then it's put up to an interface that members can see the video. I don't want the video of the original video size because it takes a while for that to render when people go to the page. I want it to the way that Google does it or YouTube does it, and you're playing a different file size after it renders. So what we're looking for is that in-between process that Open Router Free is going to be doing before it actually reaches the members video area. With Codex, G with Droid, with Codex, mission with fully self skills. Wow, it does well. Really? Really? All right, let's go to, I've been using this system prompt to stop the AI from being so lazy. So you actually, most of these models are tuned to give you half answers or lectures. Okay, the prompt, It forces Claude to provide complete code, stop using placeholders. Basically, stop it from lying. It's basically a high efficiency model. Yeah, but AI, that little zest, so it answers like a human. So you put that into a prompt, but that's essentially living within one of your files because you're not training their models, I'm assuming, right? Unless it's like personalized to you, but again, that's also probably living on your computer. It's not living with them, right? This is a professional grade approach to video engineering to mimic YouTube's behavior on a Mac Studio. We're moving away from just a small file to adaptive bitrate streaming. When you upload a video, you don't just compress the video, chop it into 1,000. They chop it into 1,000 tiny bits and create a master playlist. Wow. Well, we're not going to do that because that sounds like Claude is going to turn into an absolute demon. You're a pipeline. Obviously, that sounds only available to Google servers can handle something like that. What would be a better way that Open Router Free would be able to do so that videos are rendered to users as quick as YouTube does it, and it also encodes after filming to ensure that the file size is reduced, but the video and audio is not degraded to an unviewable video. All right, we threw a $1.50 word in there. Degraded. Degraded. All right, let's see what, this is the last one. Enough prompting. Enough prompting. I do want to get this video up and, are we still? Okay, good. All right, let's see what we're doing. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, debug the members page. So when you're saying members to the right, okay, so that is the admin area. We can take that away. What is this? Okay, how do I remove this crap? What is it? Is that a codex? Did I open a codex? A chat session? Get out of here. We don't need a chat session. Build a YouTube content compiler. Yeah, well, we might need to use codex. So I looked at my subscription. It is due in 20 days. So I might, in between that time, if I get a deal done, then I will potentially do a side-by-side. Because BridgeMind is using codex. You guys been saying codex, but the design of codex is poo-poo. But I think we're beyond the design then. I think we just go with Gemini for the design. They have been saying Claude design. I have a couple of YouTube videos that I want to watch. All right, let's see what it said. All right. The secret to YouTube speed isn't just a bigger server farm. Okay. All right. All right, my bad. My bad. Throwing out some specific technical trick called initial buffer priority. When you upload a 5 gig file to YouTube, they don't just shrink it, they create adaptive streaming ladder. That's what they talked about before. On your Mac Studio, you can replicate the perfect using Media Engine, the dedicated physical chips on your M series processor designed specifically for this. Claude, hello? The in-between process, how to replicate it to make a video play instantly without... normally a browser has to download most of the video to find the index. Okay, that was the bug fix we fixed yesterday with the pictures. No degradation, high efficiency. Okay, here we go. While the video is rendering on your Mac's hardware chips, the script can be talking to Open Router, Google Lyra, never heard of that. Or Llama 70B has massive context. Okay, you can ask it when you say this, why this beats the cloud, 0 cost, privacy, and speed. So that's the only thing that happens? I'm not seeing what they're putting down there. I'm not seeing what they're putting down there. He did Claude Desktop, but better. Yeah, I tried it, and then for 3 days, it just was punching me directly in the face like Mike Tyson. It was just an all-out assault by that guy that just got the belt, who everybody hates, except for people love them. What's his name? Give me his name. He beat up Sneeko like 2 years ago. I was like, dude, props to Sneeko for taking those punches, man. I'm surprised he didn't break a rib because he was going hard on the inside. He was just like, he was doing the whole twist or get knocked out. It's kind of a D-bag move, though. Kind of a D-bag move. You go, I've sparred with a guy who won the Golden Gloves from New York, and he went really light on me, and it still hurt. It still hurt. Well, it was Muay Thai. That's different than boxing, but... Oh, man. All right. We need a prompt that we're going to be able to give into Claude Code so we can start planning this out to make sure that this works within our build. Essentially, I film a video, then OpenRouter picks it up and starts the process of transcribing, encoding, etc., then puts it into the database so it's available to be viewed. Give the step-by-step process unless you have other questions so I can have a handoff prompt and go and start planning this in Claude Code. Once we get this humming, all bets are off, man. Jab, jab. I'm actually more of a jabber on the left. To get this running inside Claude Code, you need a prompt that establishes the architectural rules of engagement. Dude, I'm already impressed. I feel like taking you out. What is this, The Bachelorette? I'm impressed. Or The Bachelor. All right, here's the copy and paste this. Build a, okay, ingest. Wow. Okay, we're already using Whisper. AI Meta, I think we're using Chinese models. I don't think we're using Llama. Oh, okay. Where's 70B though? Does it not use 70B? Well, is that the same? Why are you using 8B? Is that too low of a model? Where did you say? Yeah, why'd you change it from 70B? Step 4. Okay. I just want to clarify before I put this into Claude Code. Why did you go to 8B and not 70B? Unless that was just a model that was necessary for the minimum work needing to be done. Dude, imagine if that model, Claude Fast, 4.7 fast, is now at the same tokens as we have right now. If that's available to be bought, imagine what they have. If Claude is saying that 90% of the code is built by Anthropic, then what model? They're now above Mythos. Like, what are they using? And how fast is that? And what is the servers? How loud are the servers? Probably sounds like a jet engine. Just ones and zeros, just like just pounding away in SpaceX API or SpaceX AI's servers. Elon's just like sitting there like, yeah, we need more of these servers. We need them in space. We need them in the sea. We need nuclear. This is a great catch. The jump from is a move from functionality to intelligent. Why am I catching this? I'm not happy that I'm catching this. I am not happy I'm catching this. Like, if people are just copy and pasting this,
then give me just the refined prompt and no other narration from you. Stop talking to me. And include the best models for each of the processes that are free on OpenRouter or OpenRouter free. Because you said that's a free one, right? Dude, imagine sitting next to AWS said they have not retired one of their servers. They're still running servers that they've been running for probably 10, 15 years or whatever time frame. They named some name. It was like something 100. It was like, or 1,000 or something like that. In other words, they're probably up to like 10,000 or whatever it is. But they're still running original because I think they understand in 2 years, compute is the only thing that matters. And then you listen to all these, all right, here we go. You listen to all these podcasts, Moonshots. Moonshots is like, instead of paying people in money, they pay you in compute, in tokens, kind of like what Jensen was saying. He's like, you get 250,000 tokens and $250,000 a year. And by the way, your token usage is tied to this. Imagine that. You get fired because you're not using enough tokens. I could see that time frame. You're not using enough tokens. You're stupid. Our models are smart. Well, I just corrected it. I just corrected AI. You're not using enough tokens. It was just telling me 8B instead of 70B. You're not using enough tokens. But Claude Code before was telling me to do a 4 to 6 day build instead of just a small little encoding problem. That was a nice little, it was a 2-second patch. Coming to a business near you. Oh, do I have to read over? All right. Let's do this. Do you think this is actually going to work? Do we have to start praying before this? Because the videos are the most important part. All right, this was... I can't believe I'm nowhere near even 500,000 tokens. That's the one thing that I did see is... Should I put it into this? Yeah, I think, because this is the only one that actually knew what was going on. That's in the video page. And that is, I don't know what that is. So I had a brainstorming session with Gemini, and I was wondering how YouTube can take a 5 gig video and encode it to a lesser sized file without degrading too much the video and audio. I asked for a handoff prompt. This is what it said. What I want to do is something similar within the pivot process using OpenRouter free. Let's chat. Let's whip you into condition. We're not loading 400 megabytes every single time. Let's see what that does. Mr. Botenston, look at bugs. We got 2 critical. He did, Claude Desktop, yep. It was humming for 3 weeks, and then it just, Claude Desktop, I don't know what happened. It would not render chats. It would not remember chats. It would stop thinking. It would stop doing. Let's go to bugs. By the way, do you like this members? Or do you like, look what I have here. See this? What do you like better? Do you like, which menu? Obviously the font is smaller. It's closer together. The weight is different. You know, obviously, and then I did it to the admin as well. So, I don't know, what do you like better? All right. Dude, once I get the videos going, it's over. Game's over. Game's over. I got so many ideas. All right, you said check the bugs out? Check the bugs out? All right, so that's the back end. Also, this resumed. I don't know if we'll take that away or not. Maybe it just auto resumes.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of those. I don't want to do that. Let's just do this. You have critical bugs, Charles. Mr. Boutenstead. Mr. Boutenstead. Do you know when people anti-VPN is literally doing the opposite? Access temporarily blocked. Your IP address has been temporarily blocked by our automated abuse prevention. If you believe this is a mistake, for example, oh, that's wonderful. Hold on. How is that the opposite? Is literally doing the opposite. Why? Oh. Okay. 7-day streak booster. Ooh, this is not exactly a dupe exploit, but you have been adding. You are able to add 7 days to your streak indefinitely for $250. Points! 250 points. Yeah, that needs to go away. That is the only true build a YouTube content. All right, let's clear this. Let's put that in. Make sure also that in the shops area where people with points can buy things, that nothing has anything to do with login streaks. Remove any of those. Very important, because that's built on integrity. Check screenshot better. No VPN. I can't join. VPN I can access. Hold on. That explains a little. Check screenshot better. No VPN I can't join. VPN I can join. Oh. Hold on. Let me read that again. Check screenshot better. No VPN I can't join. VPN I can join. Oh, okay. I got it. I got you. Okay, so that was there. Let's clear that. Let's go over here. All right. Let me copy that. We got to work on that. So that's working on, because that's security. Let's bring this down for a second. All right. And then I'll take your comment as well. Let's go over here. Also, can you unblock our IPs? He's saying VPNs can bypass. No, because it's essentially one person for one account because of what happened yesterday. Check screenshots better. All right, let's go like that. Essentially, somebody ruined it for everyone. And when we have members and they're strangers and they're joining for free and I auto allow, I want to make sure that person is not a secondary member. Dude, Claude, what are you doing? All right, let's see what they said about the videos. I think security is the biggest thing outside of what you get in value. It's like, am I secure in this environment? Not like I feel safe, okay? Am I secure in this environment? And is there value in this environment? That's the only reason anyone does anything. Safety and security and value. You know, if I go to this basketball game wearing an opposing team's jersey, am I safe and secure, or am I gonna be beat up? I remember my social studies teacher, this guy he had a barrel chest. This was an Italian guy from like the 50s. He's like, I love a pound of meat. I love sausage. That's all I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I just have sausage. That's it. You want some mozzarella? Smoke cigars. He could punch a hole through bricks. And he said that he was at a Flyers game and the Islanders were playing we don't like them. Flyers don't like the Islanders don't like the Flyers. It's decades-long rivalry. It's like the Rangers. So I'm an Islanders fan. And he's an Islanders fan. He was wearing an Islanders jersey in Philadelphia, and they're playing the Flyers, and this is in the 80s. And the crowd's going crazy about something that's going on behind him. He turns around. They have this guy. They have an Islanders, a guy wearing an Islanders jersey, holding on to this guy over the rafters, or over the, like, hanging. They're holding him over, and his whole body's over, and they're just holding onto his jersey. And he turns around, he sees this guy just hanging from the rafters by 3 or 4 men, and he goes, oh. And he takes his jersey off. He's like, this is not the environment to be going and feeling, I'm fine. I could beat people up, he could punch through walls, but when there's 10,000 Flyer fans, 20,000 Flyer fans, when you click record and hit stop, the chain is file. The recorder, finalizer, publisher, browser posts to chunks. The browser handles it, stitches the chunks. There we go, Claude. There we go, Claude. Later in the post-transcript step around, file 2 exposes that to the video engine. 3 fixes map to insertion points. There we go. Length mismatch must never happen again. The bug we just band-aided. Insert into the encoder right after the success check. Okay. Duration, yes. Oh, did I just read the wrong one? Oh gosh, Botenston, what are you doing? You weren't even at the bottom. I was like, that sounds really familiar. What's actually new and worth adopting? The whisper to OpenAI to whisper. Okay, this is the biggest free win in the whole prompt. Today's OpenAI whisper doesn't use the Apple neural engine. Okay. Three times faster transcription, lower RAM, same quality, drop-in swap. Okay. Wow. Gemini really went in the paint for this prompt. The Gemini prompt is fundamentally proposing build the whole... Yeah, no, we're not building this from scratch. This took 2 weeks to build. You need slot 2 upgrades. Okay. Let's see, what are you guys doing? What if you tell Claude to do a modular extraction of things you want to fix, then upload to Git and add us as collaborators, then tell Claude to review the code and implement if it's good? You'll basically get free workforce, like a private repo. Yeah, it's funny how I need to VPN to Boston to access the site. Ew, Boston? Boston? Ugh, ugh. I'm using a VPN to Tokyo. Yo, what are we vibe coding here, MF Chase? Interesting. 2 dots? Can we get a 3? Dude, I'm screaming into this camera and people are walking by and they're just like, the heck is this guy doing? What is he doing in there? What is he doing in there? Essentially, this chat is all about using the prompt on how Gemini, I'm sorry, yeah, let's delete that. How YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, one of the guys from Moonshots was saying he says please and thank you. Bro, what? It's your AI use. Thank you so much. All right, let's go like this. Essentially, this entire chat is about using the way that YouTube ingests video to encode it, to make it not as large as the original file size, so it's easy to render to users. By using our process, what insertion points should we add or edit to have this all coming together, where you have unified ID, you have YouTube style ingestion and encoding, and it is rendered to users the way they do it, using Open Router and the pivot
process that we have. And ensuring that the video does not enter the database in multiple spots, that there's only one video, one ID pulled up into the interface that we have for that video in different interfaces. All right, you know what we're gonna do? I wish we could change, can we change it? Effort, let's go high. I'm done with this. Let's go high. High. All right, there we go. Let me read this. This is about the VPN. Let's go with the VPN at the bottom. All right. Summary, root cause, VPN does the opposite report. The IP block is exactly an IP block. A VPN bounces a user. Okay, remove the, okay. We need a contact. I think we need a contact form instead of using emails. Yeah, I agree with the repo. I was thinking about that on a walk the other day. That's how I think. That's how I get my ideas. And sometimes ideas are just, I can't write fast enough. That's what happened when I was writing these. This was one sitting. I was just banging on my phone. Just, oh my gosh, oh, that's even a better idea. We should actually do that. And I'm sitting here just doing the same stupid video. It's like, we need this. Okay, let's scroll to the bottom. When I go between windows, it should not. Okay. Let's see what it says. All reach for a video differently. Some hit that directly, some embed raw. Okay. But the thing is, you have members and you have non-members. After this, okay. So you put the video in the same spot, and then you just use permissions based on whether it's a user or not. Here's the complete insertion point. Data ID, one row, the YouTube property. Yeah. Collapse to one table. I said that before. Hello, I said that before. One row. Personal videos as a separate table or keep two rows. Recommend collapse to one table. Yes. Pipeline, ingest and code. So it goes through Whisper, yes, it encodes. Then it open router for the rest. Render one resolver every. The 10 surfaces today all reach for a video differently. Some go through, some hit the, okay, got it. So that's, I'm assuming APIs, that's the way it's doing it. That said order of reparations. I was like, whoa, hold on, take it easy. After this, every single video is rendering. Yes, this is the original plan from the beginning that I wanted to do. Encoder duration, 15 lines, stop the bug we hit today. Seal time duration probe, kills the DB verse file drift. Okay, so these are small fixes. These are small fixes. The routing is going to be where we're going to run into a huge collision course. It's going to be a destruction derby once we are done with the routing. That's the problem. The routing is the problem. Because what YouTube has member videos, YouTube has private videos, YouTube has unlisted views or unlisted videos. So, yeah, but you're not YouTube. You're not YouTube. Yeah, this is going to be this step right here. Exactly, this is the big one. Requires backdrop and yeah, let's just do 1 through 5. Keep in mind that there are different areas. In other words, when it's the personal videos, that is just available to me. Then there's members videos that are just available to members. then it goes also to another interface on the pivot, and that's available to the public. So maybe that's the different ways that it's being called. Also, we have, we'll just say that. We'll fix the scrolling and mute another time. But we need one video. Oh, probably Tyler is back in the chat. Did you see the crash out? I saw the live chat yesterday. Tyler comes in and then I'm literally in the middle of a cursing tirade. He's like, why the cursing in all caps? Why the cursing? The cursing. I know. It's a holy day of obligation. Your boy's got to go to Kentucky. Fix the screenshot. Can you remove? Okay. That was in the back end. All right, let's go to the bugs area. Okay, no bugs. All right, can't control the video playback. We'll move that to working on. Streaks. Exploit. That was, here we go. This is the streaks. It should remove buying any kind of streaks. Root cause. The shop sold streak mutating items. Yeah, that was a legit crash out. That wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna entertain my viewers so there's more people that tune in or stay for the live stream. It was a legit crash out. That was a legit crash out. I said it, I opened the stream. I haven't gotten mad. So my dad had not the ideal temper every once in a while. Not like he was like hitting us, but he would raise his voice to everyone, and it was fine. We were not good kids. My brother and I were not good kids growing up. Well, I wouldn't say what happened, but law enforcement was involved, judges were involved, school was involved, suspensions. I was just not a good kid. So like yelling was necessary. So in like 2015, I'm like, I got to get my anger under control. The girls don't like it. The guys don't like it. I'm still getting into fights. You're 8 years old. You can't be getting into fights in New York City. You don't know who these guys are. They could be playing for the Rangers. They could be, strapped. They could, be trained. So I was like, so I worked on it. I was getting into meditation and yoga and all that other stuff. Plus going into yoga, there was other people there that I was like, oh, this is a nice spot to be as a single man in New York City. And then I never yelled for like 6 years, like 2019, 2018. I literally do not remember the last time I'd done that. All right, so that's gone. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go to the last 20 minutes of yesterday's video. Let's see if this is actually, let's make sure that is. I put this into a previous chat. I want to make sure that it was handled. There's also a security area within the admin area that should handle this as well. Look at that area. My security area, I should say, has like 8 tabs. I went crazy yesterday. I was like, I was not happy. I literally, you know what happened too? I went from that live stream, I went out into the office public area where it's like a nice WeWork. It's a very nice place. It's not a WeWork. It's in a Class A office building right here takes up the whole office, or it takes up the whole avenue to street. It's one of the bigger buildings here in the city. And like the people that are office managers are like looking at me, and I'm like, I was not smiling. I had to pick up keys and go to an appointment and show a buyer, as me representing the owner, an apartment. And it was 2 girls, they were all giddy and like, oh, hey, how's it going? And I'm just like, yeah, I had to put on like a selling face. I've done it before where like a deal falls through and you have to go right into a listing pitch and you got to like put it on. What's his name? Tony Robbins called the door frame refix. Like when he goes through a door frame, he just puts something on. I had to do that. I was like, all right, let's go. My mind was racing. I was like, I'm gonna. Oh, I've been betrayed. All right, let's go. They don't care about it, Charles. All right. Holy no cursing, Charles. You already cursed it off yesterday. Is this the thinking? Put me at the end of the line, brother. Okay, bottom line. There we go. Just give me the bottom line. Concept, rows per video, 2 rows today. Target, 1 row. IDs, yes, 1 ID. Visibility, exactly. It's just permissions. It's just permissions. It's super easy. I don't understand why it's hard to put in permissions. Like this is like, been around since 95. Windows 95. That was like one of the best operating systems. That changed the game. Still remember, and I was like, whoa. Whoa, look at the folders. Everything's so pretty. And then Steve Jobs is like, people like pretty, huh? I'm gonna make computers pretty. And then he came out with the iMac. And that was, the original was that big box and you could buy it in different colors. My mom taught Mac to New York City people. Render calls 10 raw 1. Okay, wow. There we go. I just love centralization. Yes. Centralize this. Every publish to a new audience event is updated instead of insert into videos. Well, that's a different call now, isn't it? Want me to write this up into a single design so it's locked in before any or jump? Oh boy, that's a big decision. Yeah, I guess put into a markdown file. Let's see, Charles. Wow, a lot of chats. Do you think I should put this into a markdown file? I know that why is this a thing would say, no, put it into a spec. Put it into a spec. You don't need a markdown file. You think going right into it, a spec or a markdown file, your recommendation using the biggest brain and AI system and server in the world to come back with a 1-word answer? Charles, that was crazy. Send the link, but link to YouTube doesn't filter it. After that, I went and did a blog post about and warned other streamers who are vibe coders. No, I don't think he did. He found it, who sent to it. Did you make sure you downloaded anything? No, I didn't. Cursing banned. Yeah, I know. yeah. Why is this a thing? Came back. W. Yeah, last confession, the priest went right into me. Just was like, he is an old school, he's old school. He just ripped into me. Are you married? Are you married? I was like, no, Father, I'm not. And he's like, he kicked people out of church. He's like, get this guy out of here. The Latin boys, the TLMs, they don't mess around. They don't mess around. He is harsh in confession. I fear him more than Judgment Day. I'm like, Father, it's been 6 days. You had a what? Yes, I went crazy. Build that now. And customize it to Claude and be detailed in the exact patches and files and the order in which you're going to be doing everything. He's really hard. He's really hard on us, which is good. You know, it's absolute chaos here. It's bedlam in New York City. You can do anything you want. We have dispensaries all over the place. We got tarot readings, tarot cards. You got witchcraft all over the place. It's literally like Corinth. It's all sitting there just, oh my gosh, these Corinthians. These Corinthians, man. All they're doing is worshiping false idols. They're bowing down to Moloch. Oh, gosh. Ancient deity in Greece and Rome. It was the same deity, different names. Apollo is not. Zeus is not. Do a rabbit hole down that. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. We will say this is the closing action that would actually neuter. Oh, neuter? The bypass is one post. Okay, I'll look at that later. Because now we're talking about potential members. We'll look at that later. All right, what are you saying in the chat? Oh, Real Tracks, what are you dropping? What are you dropping the F word? Now I'm going all the way back. I recorded it because I was like, well, it's recorded on YouTube. You don't have to record it. Did you make sure you didn't download anything? Yes. After that, I went to a blog post. Yeah, send me the blog post. Actually, you can't send links into the chat, Charles. That was crazy indeed. You work in Google, right? Trying to do a video compression thing. I can tell. I work at Google as a threat intelligence analyst. Are you going to make a short of it using... I don't know, man. I don't think I want my mom seeing that. I also... my family, and we have extended family. We also have family in Chicago that I don't know who they are. It's probably on my dad's side, the Lutherans. And I got DMs like, oh, we have the same last name. I'm like, okay. Like, what are we going to do here? Like, go out to coffee and talk about nothing? That's mean. But anyway. Threat analyst group for Google streaming, Google Tag Manager. Send the link to your blog post. Charles, no more cursing. That stands for tag. All right, I think we're caught up. Now I'm aware of tag. Google is not Anthropic. He probably has access to internal Gemini or Lyra. Is it Lyra or Lyra? They claim to have provided some access to Select Corps. Make no mistakes. He told you to chill. Can't wait to go to the test call. Cursing. Tell Hail Marys right now. He actually did say that last week. He said, you got to say a full rosary. I was like, I'm about to go to dinner, but I got to do it. Writing the spec. All right. Now we'll let that spec out, but I want to go into we'll say that's completed because I got to handle that. Emojis not rendering. That should be done. Let's close that out. Let's refresh this. All right, video. We got to work on the mobile pass, that is for sure. The video is 20 minutes long. Yes, we're working on that. Mobile is trash. Yes, I know. Let's move that to so everyone else knows that. I did not have in the memory or in my buddy, I've been to the Google, or not headquarters, but I've been to the $3.2 billion. I remember when they purchased that 10, 15 years ago. It was like a huge factory in New York City. And I'm in real estate and I'm like, why would they spend $3.2 billion for a factory when they're gonna have to put another billion to bring that up to code? It takes up the entire avenue, the entire street. There's a huge American flag, which is nice at the top, but it's a whole big build. And then I went in, YouTube invited me in. I went in and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. They're like, yeah, you could film YouTube videos. And then they opened that up to the public for a little bit and then they closed it down. They only invited certain people like Casey Neistat. And then I had a buddy who worked at Google and then he went to Adobe and now, I think he's still at Adobe. Dude, Adobe's, that's like probably a slow decline. Adobe, Salesforce, all these like legacy companies built by like, probably all done. Can't open the emojis. I think this was fixed. This was in the spaces area. Let's open up the spaces. Let's go over here. The emojis, you said the emojis. It's a little bit janky. Threat analysis. You guys are probably not busy at all. Google threat analysis? Nobody's trying to get into Google. We've taken your database. You owe us $1 billion.
Imagine that. They're like, hey, listen, we actually have all of Mr. Beast's videos and we deleted it off your database. What is Mr. Beast worth? Clearly, I think he was just offered $100 million or something like, I don't know. Wonder if he, you know what I mean? Him and a couple of comedians probably, they were on that roast of something. You're like, guy's doing now a Bud Light commercial. You're like, what did he sign? What did he sign? Interesting. Shane Gillis, what did you sign? So we'll see. We'll see if he becomes Joe Rogan-esque. He starts changing his views. We'll see. All right, were we in an actual? Yeah, this was it. Oh, it unified. Heck yeah. So I worked on the unification of the feed, the profile, and the spaces to be exactly like this. So it's the same unified posting system, the same video posting, same interface, everything. We love, outside of the government, we love centralization. Centralize the database. That's something I learned. Maybe that's my pivot today. Dude, how long am I? Confession ends at 1:30 and I have to go. So, because it's a holy day of obligation too. Where are the emojis? Where is he saying the emojis? What emojis? Oh, this guy. Yeah, but don't you have to add words first? What is the bug about? What is the bug about? Add emoji did not work? Huh. What computer were you on? Wonder when this was. It'd be good if I had a timestamp here. See, this is something that really bothers me right here. Is why is that a row? Claude, like that needs to be in my markdown files, like my memory, Claude, design, whatever. It's got to be somewhere. Stop adding rows. Stop adding rows. Half of the time when I'm cleaning up the design, it's just rows. It's like, no, I'm sorry. It's just like one column, 50 rows. It's like comments. You know, that I don't know, add that somewhere else. This by Aaron does not need to be a row. That could be over here. That could be up here. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. We take action. I tell that to my family all the time. My nieces, I'm like, the Boatenston family takes action. That's what we do. That was like my dad. Where are you going? Let's go like this. Back straight. All right. Let's go over here. All right. Let's bring this down here so I know what I'm doing. You'll see that it says by Aaron. Aaron is the member who submitted it. What I want you to do is add that to the top row next to working on. So add it to that top row. Should I just delete the comments? Not the comments, but the comments number. Like, yeah. Also delete the comments and how many comments there are. No. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? No. Tighten this up. Find another row that comments could be added on. Maybe the send button. Who cares about the comments? That's nitpicking. Find another row. No, let's delete that. Let's delete that. send that out. All right, well, that's fixed. That's completed. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. All right, that's working on that bug. This is the spec. This is the spec. Is it not a handoff prompt? Is a spec not a handoff prompt? That's the way I thought about it. A spec is like copy this into the next chat. A markdown file is like a phased build. I guess, you know, potato, potato. Ascension Day. Also Father's Day. What is the holy day of obligation? Yeah, Ascension Day. And by the way, it's only for the diocese or I just found this out because I went into Google because my mom's like, she's like, oh, I went today, which was yesterday. And I'm like, you can't do that. You got to go on the day. She's like, no, it was packed. I was like, what? I thought you could only do it at night or in certain times. And then I looked it up on Google and they're like, oh, it's Sunday the 17th. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I kept on going back and forth with Google and said, oh, you're in New York. And it was like Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and like 2 other places are the only ones that do it on Thursday. The rest of America does it on Sunday. I'm like, that's cheating. That's cheating. Well, you know, we got to make sure that we get people to go to work. We got to stick them into the meat grinder of 9 to 5. All right, what's in this? Should I just unleash this? I really wish I had Codex right now because I just do not trust Claude with this. Should I even clear it and just say, all right. The pipeline, fine. Architecture, fine. Phased build, that's what I just said. That's different than 8 phases. Encoder duration, okay. Cylinder Canon whisper, okay. Schema, okay. Visibility, okay, that's easy. And then you have an experimental at the end. Edit alongside is the same. YouTube style file size payoff. That sounds a little risky. You put experimental. That sounds a little risky there, buddy. All right, that was easy. That was cleared. Let's go clear. Can't go to the test call on the 16th about test call. You can't go to the test call on the 16th. Why not? By the way, Mark Miller, try and sign up. Is the flow that we created yesterday afternoon with a new user going through the security protocol before a link goes out and then clicking the link within a certain time frame to become a member, then goes into the admin area for me to approve? Make sure that is working because someone wants to sign up. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, Mark Miller, 2552. Were you born on February? I was going to say September. February 25th. It's closer. On the scissor lift, I'll try it from my phone. On the scissor lift. On the scissor lift. So you mean you're working with me in the background? Dude, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. So you have absolutely no idea what's going on. You're just listening to a voice. I was recently potentially asked out by a girl, and it was very interesting. Like I just thought about that. It was like at work. She works for the company I rent from. So it's like already like, it's like a friend group where you're friends and they're like, oh, can I send you out to your friend? You're like, if it goes, I had my buddy's now wife get mad at me because I said no to going out with her friend. It was like she kept on going back and forth. I'm like, this is just strange. This relationship is with your husband, not like, I don't know you. I don't know you. I just know you because of my friend. You know? Why would you get mad at me? Like, I want to have kids. I want someone who's not a different faith from me. Sorry, you know? If she gets mad, then you're like, is she desperate? Summary. Root cause. I do know that I'm glad I'm not my age, but of the opposite gender, sex. Visual pass. Shows double points. Nav, all done. Okay, good. All right, so that's done. Now you can't buy streaks anymore, tracks. Tracks, buying streaks. What's the streaks at? We got it. Tracks. Here we go. What's the streaks at? 39 days? Nonsense. Nonsense. Impossible. What's mine at? 24. 39 days. Buying yourself. What are you, the Winklevoss twins? That was a weird reference. I heard there was a social whatever too. Someone said that in passing. Social whatever with Justin Timberlake? Aaron Sorkin? I don't know. I read the book. It was good. The button to like a post. So that should work. That was in Spaces, I think. How do you like the new profile? Is it not clean? I think it's clean. Holy Day means that Holy Day comes from holiday. It means you have the day off from work and you just praise the Lord. It means that it's a required day to go to church. By the Romans. Rome never fell. There's a place on right around here. It's an old bank built in like 1901. And I'm looking at it one day many years ago when I was a raging atheist. And I was like, that could be anywhere in the world right now. Like I'm staring at it. It's like one massive Corinthian pillars, like a diamond. I'm like, that could be in Rome. That could be in Florence. That could be in France. That could be in Germany. Heck, that could be in Mexico, Mexico City. Heck, that actually kind of looks like our capital. It kind of looks like Albany. And that's when my brain started twisting. Was our history a lie? Oh boy, you had plenty of time during COVID in New York City. Nothing was open, couldn't go to the gym, couldn't eat at restaurants, couldn't do anything. Is that how they do it? Is that how Twitter does it? What is the specific? It is the Ascension. So after 3 days, and he freed everyone from the Old Testament. This is what I think it is. I'll find out today. I'm new. Brings everyone that was in Sheol into heaven, Abraham, all the prophets, and brings them up to heaven because there was no heaven. There was just a waiting line. There was a waiting line of like, God, when are you going to send your son? Father, when are you going to send your son? We're sitting down here. We're sitting down here. It's really dark. You know, was hell even there? Was hell a thing? It probably was, yeah. That's from the Fallen Angels. Dude, just think of that. I've thought about that for a while. Like, you're a really bad person and then you get into a sudden death. Like you get into a car accident, immediately you're forever in a place you don't want to be. That's not, and you can't get out. Like, I think that's why people built beautiful things for free. They're like, I don't want to go to that place. If anyone here knows anything about M5 devices, do you think the E is a good device for Flipper 0. What? Can you translate that? We do have a comment. Yeah, it's a negative 5G support, completely unlocks modern network auditing that's older boards miss. Well, that's wonderful. That is exactly the community we're building. You think this is a good thing to hack into the NSA? I'm looking to find out what cameras and drones are in the sky spying down at us. I want to see where they're actually doing facial recognition at airports to make sure that our credit score is high enough, that we haven't used enough eco credits from the Federal Reserve coin. Join the Federal Reserve Marketplace. You can buy eco credits, so you can use your car instead of just walk in a smart city. Anyway, 40, and then since that he, hold on. Then he was there for another 40 days in sense of heaven, and he will come back the way he left it, Dante's Ring of Hell. Yeah. Well, they said it's how many levels? How many levels? All right, here it is. Which execution approach for the 8-phase build? Sub-agent driven, inline, fresh sub-agent per phase, 2-stage review between phases. What do you recommend? Inline? Execute the phases here using superpowers. Executing plans with checkpoints. Faster turnaround per phase, but eats context fast. I don't care about context because I'm going to leave for at least 12:30. This is at 1:15. 2 hours? When do I restart? I might just say send it, brah. Just send it. Just send it, brah. Come on. Oh, sub-agent driven? Oh, crap. Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you put that into the recommended? I dispatch a fresh agent. In one short, succinct sentence, why did you choose 1 over 2? I could care less right now about my context. I care only about a perfect build. Execute flawlessly. Let's send that. Send that. Crowdsourced satellite surveillance. Yeah, I think it's going to be even deeper than that. Like, they already have that in certain parts of the world. It's going to be deeper on just your ability to have agency to go where you want. That's when it doesn't get fun. You know? That's when it doesn't get fun. Life doesn't get fun. Then people come back and they're like, is there a God? Is there a God? Is there really something there to this? Dude, I went through like, I have on this channel my testimonial, but I went through wild stuff. Like new age, deep new age stuff. I was doing non-dualism. I was doing a lot of stuff. Should not have been doing. Clearly, because there is a demonic realm component, I should say, to my story. And it was wild. It is. Go back and watch that video. It's probably like 45 minutes. I should probably make an updated video, but it's real. It's real. Also, when you roll in certain parties looking back now, you're like, you know, you go to an after party and then there's an after party and then you end up at some place that you don't know and that's consistently happens over years. You see, you know, I'm thinking of one that was like 4 a.m. It's like, oh, it's like there's a lot of stuff in the city that is keeping it from being angelic. That's for sure. There's a lot of stuff. And I've heard it from people as well. There's a lot of sin. I would say there's more sin in this city and in LA, probably LA, than Vegas. Vegas is like you pay for it. Here it's not. LA definitely. LA definitely. All right, let's see what it's saying. Let's bring this down just in case we're exposing some. I sent you a news link on the gram. All right. Let's see this. All right. Why I can't fix it from here? You already have my Cloudflare. Real blockers from your prospective signups. Cloudflare is returning 403. Mark, you weren't able to sign in, right? Charles, every path. Yes. Cloudflare is blocking at the da-da-da. Same for... Okay, we don't care about these. This affects both your office network and the outbound IP, but the tunnel is healthy. Okay, so members are getting through. Most members are getting through. Only certain IP ranges, yours and mine, are blocked. Why is mine blocked? This means even if I email a... We need to unblock me and you. Obviously, those are false hits to Cloudflare. I put up some fierce blockers yesterday. Oh man, W Vacation. Dude, how are you getting... That is crazy, dude. It even has like the sun and there's shadows, there's depth. I don't see AI symbol on this. Did you cut it out? Was that from Sora or was that, or is that Gemini's? Or actually no, Sora was OpenAI's. All right, let's bring this up. Let's close this bad boy out. There's so much I want to work on. I do that, like, I might even do silent streams sometimes, but I'm definitely on Friday. I'm definitely going to be doing, obviously don't sign up for the members because it's paid, but that's the area that I can live stream without it going public. That's where and then I'm going to download it and then upload it to the members area. That's where I'm going to be on a whiteboard and just put ideas together, like macro ideas, where we're going, you know, because the same questions, what are you building? What should I build? And you have to go, as Gretzky said. Is that true? Did Gretzky actually, you gotta skate where the puck is? No, it's more than skating to where the puck is. Oh my gosh, bro. You go to, I can't edit the Cloudflare wall rules from here. The token has a read, but not rules edit. And doesn't match the account. How do you want to perceive? Okay. I'll have to Cloudflare that later. I don't know why it's still going Todd. Oh, is Todd the Cloudflare? That's the tunnel. Let me ask. This website, I seriously have to go, so I actually make mass. Or else that's a mortal sin. I hope it's not the same priest, dude. I hope it's not. Please give me one of the other priests. They have 4. Give me the guy that's really nice, but really holy. You know, granted, last week I've done in-person confessions. I've done a lot. When I actually came to faith, and I was like arguing with the priest, he's like, "Dude, you have no idea what you're talking about." I was like, "Yeah, but I heard online. I heard on the internet. I saw this on Rumble." He's like, "Okay." Why is this still connected to our build? Is this through Cloudflare? Is this the tunnel? Is this why? Or can we sunset this, do a deep research and analysis, then come back with a succinct 1 paragraph from your findings? You got to add that into the prompt, or else it's like giving me an encyclopedia. It's like, bro, we don't need that. Let's take, Configure the pivot process for uploads. All right, let's move this up here. All right, there we go. All right, so you said IG, sent me I got 2. No, you install it as a global, okay, yes, doesn't send it to them. Claude Code's entire source code got leaked via this was a while ago. But like, how are you gonna use this? You don't have any compute power. And to be honest, I think this was right before 4.6 was launched. 4.6 or 4.7. It might have been 4.6, and people are saying it was a marketing ploy. Like, they probably put this out. You know, the only 3 companies, well, actually, probably all companies would at least review it and see how they are coding. But the thinking on OpenAI is next level, and wiring. The design of Gemini is next level as well. Google really turned their design around. All their pages, because I use their business, like all their pages used to be so janky. It was like a help section. And I'm like, you're not selling me on Google Business. This is ugly. Now it's like animations, they have lazy scroll, things like that. Claude Code is an interface AI harness you can connect to any model. Oh. It's going to send me a Magic Link email, waiting on that now. Still no email with Magic Link. Yeah, Mark, I'll get that fixed. Right now it's blocking me and my agent because I put up such fierce protocols yesterday. I was like, block everyone and be liberal about it. Obviously it's not, you know, Mythos can be like, beep, I'm in. Or someone that's, you know, good at it. All right, boys and girls, we got to get the video up and running. Probably not going to be up and running right now. I wonder if I should just have the exact same video and I don't add in the auto play, auto scroll, on mute. It's like adding in if-thens. And plus, I'm going to want to upgrade the video player in the future. Yeah, I should get going. Okay. Dude, what? Where's your thinking end? This is such trash. Can I turn this off? Okay, now I have the picture. Let me check. Okay. Tada shows why she the Cloudflare timer. Okay, let me bring this down here. Okay, ingress both Todd.Boneston. Okay. Aurelius, a route through. The same. I don't know why I have it at Boatenston. That should not be at Boatenston. I pretty much sunset Boatenston for now. Let's see what it looks like. You know, I was heavy on this. I just couldn't get the website to work. Yeah, I had so many problems with Git because it's like you're putting on a uniform of a high schooler and Tom Brady's like, well, just like go into the field. Like just go into the field and just start throwing 20-yard darts. You know, just come down from 35 points in the second half. Like, I don't understand how that's not, you know, like, why don't you just do that? I was spending money on Git and Vercel, and everyone at that time, I was in a separate YouTube channel, like 1 through 5, and everyone's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you spending for Git and Vercel? Those are all, I'm like, yeah, but action items. And then I was telling a guy who Vercel is upstairs in my building, and he's like, you're spending tokens on that? I was like, shut up. I don't need it. I don't need this. I don't need this right now. Yeah, I have to do what I've done in life, which is learn how to use that. because right now I don't, but I know at one time I'm gonna have to. It was a huge problem with next.js. It was a huge problem. The compilation took so long, and it was just an absolute disaster. Commits were all over the place, uncommitted, different branches, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Just build locally and I'll just figure it out later. That's where I was. Yeah, well, I'll fix the magic link. Get codecs too. I am very close to it, and that literally this week was the first time that, all right, I thought it exposed something, but it did not. All right, good. This is the first time I'm seriously thinking of doing it. I just do not like supporting companies that do certain things and they're doing certain things like illicit material. I just morally, I cannot do that. But if it's at a area where Anthropic is just dropping the ball, it's like all the basketballs have been, it's like when a hockey game starts and they have a triangle or pyramid of hockey pucks and the first guy slaps it all onto the ice. That's what I'm feeling right now about Claude. Like, this is not high level stuff. We're literally doing low level stuff of one video plays on multiple interfaces and the permissions gate who gets to view it. You have a members area, you have me, and then you have it public. Those are 3 different permissions. I know I added in other things like if they're at a certain point, it auto plays from that point. I understand I added in rendering. I understand I added in custom controls where it auto plays on mute. I might just go back to the basic because I can't be doing this. It's really what it comes down to. I can't be doing this. Yesterday was spent on security and getting the video up and running. And then I started adding in these if-then statements, like logic to where it is the video is being rendered. Today, we're going back to the unified comment system that I have for the profile, the feed, and the spaces. One comment system, that's it. And it just renders, same here. Same video, rendering in different interfaces. Yesterday, we found out that the interfaces weren't even unified. The code was unified, but not the interface. So I was fixing it on the website, the public website, but I wasn't fixing it in the members area. It wasn't fixing it on the feed. It wasn't fixing it. So now I'm like, we got to go back to basics. And, you know, listen, did I have my Amazon Fire phone moment? Potentially. I'd like to say that it wasn't like the Fire Festival. All right, we put out a product. It was poo. Let's bring it back. Let's put out another product. MVP, baby. MVP. Minimal viable. All right, boys and girls. I got to go kneel and talk about my tirade yesterday. Hopefully it's not like do 20 laps around New York City, proclaiming the gospel. Hopefully he doesn't recognize my voice. He probably will. Oh my gosh, you're back in here again. It's been 6 days. I know. You said that sin you cursed last week. I know. You know, it's a whole, I know. I have been very good though. I've been very good. It's really hard coming from my background. Really hard. All right, this guy needs to land. We need this guy to land. Cloud can and dedicated to a meltdown. Yeah. I don't even know how to frame it. I gotta write it down. Don't bring your cell phone. I got that from an old school priest. He's like, don't bring it in. They're listening. I'm like, ooh. I'm never gonna run for mayorship, so they're like, but if you're like town board or, they're like, they got a nice little database. You want to see the database in New York City? It's clear when you're going over the Brooklyn Bridge. You know where it is? security like Fort Knox. It's right down here. This guy right here. No, it's the AT&T building. Let's go in the Brooklyn Bridge, shall we? This guy right here. Look at this. This is not owned by Verizon. That is not owned by Verizon. No windows. Built in 56. Verizon does not own that. Is this below the Brooklyn? Oh, that's getting out to the FDR. Yep. We went from that building like that, beauty, to this. Just mass. Put all the veterans. They just stuck them all in here. Thanks for your service. Your wives have left you. Just go in here and just rot. That's what it was built for. All the veterans returning home had no place to live. They just stuck them in these ugly brick buildings. All right. Pray for us, pray for you. Bro, that's Liberty City. What is Liberty City? Looks like Soviet style. Dude, you know the building I'm talking about? Tell me if this is a real, it's like, here it is. This building right here. No, it's here you go. Tell me if this building was built, look at this building. That was my, how did we build that? Wait, that looks really familiar. Corinthian pillars. You got this, which really looks like the Vanderbilt house up along the Hudson. Looks like the, these blocks right here have very little mortar in between, exactly the same type of mortar. These are even beautiful. The door, which I don't even think you could see from here because there's a truck in the way. The door is stunning. You got to see this door. This door probably weighs 15,000 pounds. There's engravings on this bronze door. I looked at that and I was like, during COVID, I was like, that looks very different than that. That's still probably 40s. This is when the elevator was invented. There I am in the background. And then you got Empire right behind here. Look at the Empire building. You know why? Because they're building a building. See, I did the comparison. I was going to post it to my stories. Let's see, build like that, or build, oh, this is too old. They're building a building right now, and it is brutal. It is brutal. It is just glass ugliness. It looks like every other building. That's not it. It looks like this. It's just ugly. Just stick people in there. Kind of weird experience in New York through a game. Oh, really? Well, yeah, New York City it's not going anywhere. We went through 9/11. We went through financial crisis. We went through Sandy, which wiped out all power below 14th Street, all financial district. Then we went through COVID, and everyone's like, no one's going to go back to New York. No one's going to. Now it's just like, okay, just stay in Florida. Stop visiting us. I have to walk in the street. I have to walk in the street. The sidewalk is too crowded. It's like everyone hates the city online, but then they're like, here. It's like, what are we doing? All right. Oh, it's still going. It is still going. All right. All right, boys and girls. I'm going to pop out. Today was a lovely live stream that's not included in a crash out. I'll see you tomorrow, nice and early. Tomorrow we'll be in the boardroom. I'll make sure that it's available. I'll rent the boardroom so we're not stuck in, my buddy's Hawaiian house. I could hear the waves crashing in the background. Tune in tomorrow. Share, like, subscribe. Give me some bugs. Go ham on the bugs. We're going to get this up and running. The pivot's going to be up and running.
and we're gonna be humming on adding in content. My only thing was taking the live stream from YouTube, but if YouTube gives me a 400 meg, I'm just doing that. I'm just uploading that. I'm not keeping a 450 meg 10-minute video on my computer. Like, that's gonna it renders terribly, it's slow. It's like you have 50 people now pinging that same video or whatever. Currently, because I'm tuning in, job. All right, my boys, tomorrow I'm probably not tuning in because job. Go get that money, go get that bag. And to everyone else, subscribe, join the community. Hopefully we'll have that up and running. So Matt, Mark, gosh, I know you're a gospel writer, is up and running so you can join the community. Cheerio.